Brand new KROX Radio Stadium at Crookston High School as the Pirates take on the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Hello, friends. I'm Zach Thomas, and this is the Riverview Health pregame show. Thank you for joining us. The Pirates entered tonight's matchup at 0-3. They lost 41-16 against Freese last Thursday. And the Vikings, they're 2-1 after a 30-18 loss to Barnesville last week. Stay tuned as we'll hear from both the coaches, check the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, and see the Napa Crookston Molding and Machine starting lineups. The Riverview Health pregame show continues after this on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
The Riverview Health pregame show continues now with Pelican Rapids head coach Eli Bey. Coach, thanks for taking the time this evening. So, first off, I just want to hear about your season so far. What has been the story of your team through the first few weeks?
We've had a lot of inconsistencies so far, which, we kind of expected. We only have about 5 returning starters from last year. We have, guys in that bunch that saw time last year, but ultimately we graduated 12 seniors last year, and we knew that the start of the season would have its inconsistencies, turnovers, penalties, what have you, shooting ourselves in the foot way too often, either offensively or defensively, but ultimately got a lot of talent, and that's been able to get us through our first 2 games, and then Barnesville last week, we just had way too many penalties, had way too many mistakes and mental errors in that first half, and then ultimately played better in the second. But, I think it's only up from here, and we kind of needed that game last week to get our younger guys and inexperienced guys a game under their belt that they can learn from.
Right, so when you lose a bunch of starters like you did last season, only have 5 people returning, what is the challenge in trying to fill those spots up before season starts, and how have the returners been able to lead the newer guys in the lineup?
Yeah, so, like I said, a lot of these guys did get in rotationally last year, so that helps, number one. It helps having a really strong sophomore class, so last year's freshmen, this year's sophomores, come in when you lose a bunch of seniors like that. Unfortunately, they just don't quite have that Friday night experience. So we lean on our senior group, and they're great leaders. They're very unselfish leaders, and so they've really helped this process throughout all summer, camp this summer, and then these first 3 weeks of the season, just helping calm these guys' nerves the best that they can, and instilling just the ultimate confidence that, it's their time now.
Right, so you guys were able to face Barnesville last week, get them early in the year, maybe get them over with in the minds of some people. But what does having a game against Barnesville or a tough opponent like that this early in the season do for your program going forward?
I love it. I mean, I like having it early on in the season, especially with our young group, because now, you have that game in week 3, and then you still got 5 weeks left in the regular season to keep kind of climbing that ladder. Without those games early on, it can be a little tough to really feel what it feels like to have your errors, let's just say, get taken advantage of. We've had those errors in our 2 previous games, but they weren't really taken advantage of from our opponent. And so ultimately, I don't think you learn as much when that doesn't happen. Now, last week, Barnesville's really well coached. They're a great team. Anytime you don't capitalize and make them punt on a 1st and 20, you're hurting yourself. Anytime you don't capitalize in the red zone or convert on a 2nd and 2 and lose yardage there, you're hurting yourself. Anytime you don't make them punt on a 3rd and 8, things like that. And then all of a sudden it snowballs and you're down 30-0 at the end of the first half, and you're looking to win the second half. That's kind of where we were at last week, and I think in that second half they kind of started to realize. We took a good long look at film on Monday and kind of broke it down like, hey, we didn't play well. We just played bad football in the first half ultimately, and missed a lot of opportunities to where this could have been a 14-8 game at halftime. And just being able to show them that, rather than saying, hey, we made all these errors and we're up 20-0 at half, like our Breckenridge game, is good for them, I think, this early in the season.
What were some of the things your team did well last week?
What's that?
What were some of the things you guys did well last week at Barnesville?
Our pass pro was phenomenal, honestly. We threw the ball 38 times, and they kept the pressure off. I mean, Barnesville obviously had a 30-0 lead. Those defensive ends and D linemen were able to kind of pin their ears back and get coming after our quarterback, and our offensive line did a really nice job there. Grady Larson, our quarterback, he got better every single snap that he had. This was the second half was about the first time that I've seen him move when the pocket's collapsing a little bit and extend plays and make the plays that we needed him to. Made really solid reads in the second half when it came to the option run game, and just got better as the game went on. They really tried to take away our top receivers, bracket coverage, and ultimately it took us a while to get them involved and figure it out, but we still ended up being able to get them the ball in that second half, which was big. And defensively, we just did not play very sound football, really kind of all night. But the pride and effort, let's say attitude, in the second half was a lot different than what they showed in the first half.
All right, you mentioned a moment ago quarterback Grady Larson, a sophomore coming in there playing for you guys. What was it about him that made him stand out and ultimately take the job, and how have you seen him develop as the season's gone on?
Well, he's got arm talent that just cannot be taught. Kid can sling it, can put it on a dig route over the middle. He can put one out at 50 yards and let his receiver get a great chance at going to get it rather than a decent chance of going to get it. He puts it in the right spot. He is really the ultimate leader. If he makes a mistake, he he'll acknowledge it. Not every high school kid does that nowadays, which is very valuable. Sometimes he's a little too hard on himself, but you like that in a player. Ultimate competitor, and he'll never miss a rep, whether it be weight room, conditioning, and he's a great example for what work ethic looks like.
All right, so let's move on now to the game this week. You're playing Crookston on the road, and Crookston's had a bit of a tough year so far, but what have you been able to see from them just watching them on film?
They got a big team, honestly. Like, they are they're for sure bigger than us. We don't have a very big offensive line, and they got some pretty big dudes up front there. And by the looks of it, they're pretty well coached. I mean, and just knowing their coaches a little bit, not great, just being so far apart. But they're well coached. They're big. They are physical. And I think scheme-wise, they got really solid scheme. We got to make sure we're getting off the ball. They like to kind of play an amoeba type defense where guys are walking up and moving around all over the place. And, that kind of gave us fits last year. Different offensive line, but it gave us fits last year. It gave us fits in our scrimmage this year when teams were doing that. So really just making sure that we're honed in up front and staying true to our rules and concepts rather than, hey, this is my man, and now I missed somebody through this gap when I should have taken this guy. So that'll be a key part of game Friday night is our offensive line being able to communicate and stay true to their rules and getting off the ball against those big boys.
You just mentioned a few keys to the game there, Coach, but what are some other things you guys are going to have to do to have some success here tonight? And also, what have you guys been working on in practice this week?
Yeah, so just keys to the game, I think biggest thing for us is we got to get better at, we've talked about it all year, and the first game of the year we lost a lot of first downs offensively and defensively. Second game was better. Last game probably had over 100 yards in penalties or so, and just didn't win enough first downs, didn't get enough TFLs in the first half. So the focus really mainly this week is super simple. Like, we got to go out and win first down and execute. Like, no more shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to stay focused and can't be jumping off sides. Can't be not hearing the quarterback snap count. Can't be doing all these things that just push us back in what we want to do offensively. And then defensively, we got to get off the ball better. We got to do our jobs better. And, that was the main focus in practice yesterday. It was very drill, fundamental focus, high energy, just getting back to the basics kind of here and making sure that we're taking a step this week in the right direction of good, solid, sound, fundamental football, and capitalizing on opportunities that we get.
All right, awesome, Coach. Was there anything else that you want to mention that we haven't talked about yet?
Not that I can think of. I think big key for us will be withstanding Austin Kleinschmidt not being able to probably go. It's still up in the air, but it's sounding like he probably won't be able to right now. He's a starting guard and D lineman for us, and one of our best. And then the possibility of not having one of our captains, middle backers and H-backs and Channing Russman. We'll see on that, but he's a big threat on our offense and a key to our defense. So kind of just looking for guys to step up in their spots in their absence until they can get back and, just playing good, sound football in their absence.
That is Pelican Rapids head coach Eli Bey here on the Riverview Health Pregame Show. We're back with more after this on KROX. That, once again, was Eli Bey, the head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We're going to take a quick break here in a moment. And, well, Chris Fees on the mic.
And if you're listening on the radio, if you're watching online, whatever you're doing and you're planning on coming to the game, you still have about 25 minutes before the kickoff. But with that being said, we have Garrett Collin, Thrivent Financial. We have Ace Hardware of Crookston, and also Phil Thompson and Associates. They've teamed up with B&E Meats, and they're doing a free will offering. Hamburgers or hot dogs, B&E Meats, hamburgers and hot dogs, and all the proceeds go to Scruffy Tails Humane Society. So if you're coming out, bring a little extra cash, and it will go to Scruffy Tails. All proceeds go to Scruffy Tails Humane Society. And but more importantly, you get a great bite to eat as well. So thanks to those 4 businesses, really kicking off this new facility at KROX Radio Stadium. And the bathrooms aren't working yet. They do have porta potties. Still not 100% operational, but it's getting close. The field is 100% operational. That's all that matters. So come on out, beautiful night, and enjoy some high school football and take in the new facility as well.
Yes, great night for football. Thank you, Chris, for bringing that up. Let's go and take a break. When we return, we will hear from Pirate head coach Nate Labarsky here on KROX. We'll be right back.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Coach, you guys had a long week this week, having played last Thursday against Frazee. So after a bit of time to reflect and rest, what have you guys been up to as far as the, letting the bodies rest, but also as far as studying and whatnot from last week?
Yeah, it did give us some time to rest and maybe take care of some bumps and bruises. So that was nice to have that. We obviously like to play on Friday nights just like everybody else, but no, to have that time was good. We were able to get in a few more. Probably kind of break a few more things down, film session-wise, and then it gave us an opportunity to get out on the new complex and kind of get our feet wet out there. There's a lot of excitement around that, so on Monday we were able to get the kids out there so they could just soak it in a little bit before we even started practicing on Monday, and then we were able to have 2 other practices out there this week, so it was nice to be able to do that.
to play on the new field tonight. Obviously, a big deal. The girls soccer team won there last night to break it in with a win, which is good to hear. But just want to know about maybe sort of the differences between playing on turf versus playing on grass for you guys. What is some of the things that maybe guys are sort of acclimating to as far as the playing surface?
Yeah, just being able to move around on it. It's a nice surface. You know, you're not worried about any divots. You know, and the grass is what it is. It's you know, it's not long. It's short. You know, being able to run crisp routes, being able to keep your feet, I think is a good thing as well. So yeah, us being able to practice on it for a couple of days was helpful for our guys to get used to it. But yeah, it's going to be, you know what the surface is going to be, and that's kind of the plus. Obviously, one of the pluses of having it is that it always remains the same. So you know, that's not a complaint. That shouldn't be a complaint on turf surface. So we will, we're going to enjoy playing on it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about the game coming up here tonight against Pelican Rapids. They're obviously a very good football team, as we've seen in the past. But what have you seen from just watching them on film, and what are you sort of preparing for tonight?
Yeah, they're a solid football team, and well coached. They can give you some problems in skill positions, right? Fast, pretty athletic group. So yeah, I mean, for them running on the turf as well will be a challenge for us. We need to play well in the pass game. We need to defend the pass. They're going to go out of shotgun primarily, and going to try to throw the ball around to get them to their athletes. So, yeah, a key focus for us this year was, or this week was, pass defense and being able to get some pressure on the quarterback.
We're some repping pass defense. You're also on the other side repping pass offense. So we saw the pass offense come to life last week for you guys against Frazee. How are we going to see that maybe come into play tonight?
Yeah, there again, too. I mean, if you flip it around the other side, we need to be able to run crisp routes. Our quarterback needs to know where our guys are at, be able to move in the pocket, but also we need to create that pocket with the guys up front. So, it starts with them all the time, and for them giving us time to be able to deliver the ball. And then, our guys running the routes need to be running it crisply and catch the football and do something with it when they get it.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk some keys to a win here tonight. How can you guys get the first football win in KROX Radio Stadium?
Yeah, I think, first of all, we need to come out and play well early in the game, like from the start, which we have not done in the first 3 games. We need to find some little success, and whether that's offense, defense, both sides of the ball, special teams could help us out. So, our start is a key to the game tonight. And then also, even though we talk a lot about pass, for us, we need to be able to run the football some, because, when teams are able to get you in obvious passing downs and tee off, and makes pass protection more difficult. And so I think running the football, being able for us to mix the run and the pass is going to be big. And then defensively, we need to be able to get stops and get off the football field.
All right, Coach, one more question for you just about the health of your team. How is everybody doing physically right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing about as good as we can. We did nurse some injuries back and got some guys back. Riley's still dealing with a toe a little bit, but, he played last week, and he'll certainly play this week. And I think week by week, if, he's getting recovery, it's kind of active recovery, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer, but he's able to play as well, so it's a good thing for us.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No, we're looking forward to being at our new home. It's been a long time coming, but I know everybody in the school, obviously our players and our staff are super excited. But everybody in the school and everybody in the community should be really excited for tonight.
All right, thank you, Coach. Looking forward to a good one here tonight at KROX Radio Stadium. First football game on the new field here. That, again, is Coach Nate Labarski of the Pirates. We'll be back with more on the Riverview Health pregame show after this on KROX. Once again, that there was Neil Labarski, Pirates head football coach here. We're about 13 or 14 minutes from kickoff. Let's take one more quick break. When we return, it'll be time to give you the starting lineups and check the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update here on KROX. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Okay, we are back here on the Riverview Health pregame show. Just about 11 minutes or so until the kickoff here at KROX Radio Stadium between Crookston and Pelican Rapids. Zach Thomas here, and it's time now to check our Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineup. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine in Crookston. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Now, here's the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. In the coin toss, we saw Pelican Rapids win the toss. They elected to defer. We'll see the Pirates on offense first, and we'll start with the Pirate offensive starters. The offensive line from left to right will be Wyatt Marcella, the 5'10", 240-pound junior. Riley Helgeson, the 6'4", 290-pound senior. Isaiah Reyes, the 5'9", 230-pound junior. Marcus Navarez, the senior. And Braden Peterson, the 6'1", 185-pound senior. At quarterback, it'll be Tegan Lubinsky, the 5'11", 190-pound senior. At running back, it'll be Jose Arriaga, the 5'6", 160-pound junior. At fullback, it'll be Rylan Labarski, the 5'11", 200-pound senior. At wide receiver, we'll see Landon Meyer, the 6', 160-pound sophomore. Parker Kelly, the 6'2", 180-pound senior. We might see some Zach Ali in the slot. He's 6', 175 pounds and a junior. And at tight end tonight, it'll be Tate Hamry, the 6'4", 215-pound junior. On the Viking defense, on the defensive line, it'll be Willem Pesch, the 6'1", 210-pound senior. Calvin Norton, and it'll also be Elias Valdivine, the 5'8", 210-pound senior. And the linebacking core, you'll see Jack Bergquist, the 6'1", 175-pound senior. Channing Rusman, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. Jack Kapinga, the 5'1", 175-pound senior. And Mark Kapinga, the 5'10", 180-pound senior. I believe Jack is also 5'10", so I have to correct that on my board here. In the secondary, we will see McLean Hovland at corner. He is a 5'8", 160-pound junior. The other corner will be Ethan Eisman, the 5'10", 145-pound sophomore. The safeties will be Trayvon Benson, the 6', 150-pound senior, and Miguel Torres, the 6'3", 180-pound junior. The Pelican Rapids offense from the line left to right will be William Pesch, the 6'1", 210-pound senior. Elias Valdivine, the 5'8", 210-pound senior. Edwin Escobar, the 5'11", 210-pound senior. Roscoe Stubbs, the 6', 235-pound sophomore, and Harley Jacobson, the 6'2", 180-pound junior. At quarterback, it'll be the sophomore Grady Larson, standing at 6'1", 195 pounds. The running backs will be Mark Kapinga, the 5'10", 180-pound senior, and Channing Rusman, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. At wide receivers, it'll be Trayvon Benson, the 6', 150-pound senior, Ethan Eisman, the 5'10", 145-pound sophomore, and Miguel Torres will be at the tight end or the wide receiver position. He is 6'3", 180 pounds, and a junior. Pirate defense on the defensive line will be Braden Peterson, the 6'1", 185-pound senior. Grady Kingbird will be at the nose guard, 6'6", 365 pounds, and a sophomore. And Isaiah Reyes will be at the defensive end spot, 5'9", 230 pounds at a junior. Linebackers for Crookston, Zach Ali, 6 foot, 165-pound junior. Jose Arriaga, the 5'6", 160-pound junior. Casey Weiland, the 5'5", 130-pound junior. Tate Hamry, the 6'4", 215-pound junior. And Lucas Perella, the junior. The secondary will consist of Tegan Lubinsky, the 5'11", 190-pound senior. Raylan Labarski, the 5'11", 200-pound senior. And Parker Kelly, the 6'2", 180-pound senior. And again, those are your Napa Crookston Welding and Machines starting lineups. Time now to take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill has a great menu that includes salads, appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, and desserts. Takeouts and catering are also available, and they have a room that's available for parties and special celebrations. Contact them at 281-1183. Open daily Tuesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. Lunch specials are served from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and lunch specials change weekly. They also have nightly specials. As far as scores we know right now the Minnesota Twins are playing the Red Sox. I believe that game is still tied at 0 through 3 innings. The college women's volleyball game between Bemidji State and UMC was canceled this evening. UMC women's soccer, they lost at Bemidji State this afternoon 3-0. The men's and women's cross-country teams from UMC were at the Roy Grag meet at the University of Minnesota, D2 and D3 race this morning. UMC women placed 19th out of 25 teams. And Madison Hilliard, the junior from Jacksonville, North Carolina, led UMC, placing 59th out of 303 runners. UMC's men placed 19th out of 25 teams, and Noah Revels, the sophomore from Farmington, Minnesota, finished 103rd out of 358 runners. We have another score to report and some high school football. Badger Greenbush Middle River defeated the Northern Freeze by a score of 25-12 this evening. And that there is a look at the Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll be sure to get you some scoreboard updates throughout the evening this evening here as our game progresses between Crookston and Pelican Rapids. Starting lines being announced on the field right now. Let's go on ahead and take one more quick break. When we return, we'll get ready for kickoff here. This is the Riverview Health Pregame Show on KROX. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Stadium here in Crookston. The crowd here, a good one on hand. The stadium is almost filling up here as we're just 3 minutes away from kickoff between the Pirates and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Zach Thomas here. Dave Bishop's going to hop on the mic here. A couple minutes. I'll have Chris Fee down the sidelines this evening as well. And we'll just set the scene for the folks listening on our airwaves, KROX. Well, right now you can see the Pirates in the huddle on about the 30-yard line. They're in their blue uniforms with the yellow numbers and the yellow pants this evening. And they're running through the big Crookston Pirate banner and making their way to the sideline. On the far side, you'll see the Viking team all kind of spreading out. They're going to be wearing black helmets with the white Viking horns, white jerseys with the black and orange stripes, orange pants, and they have black numbers on the jerseys this evening. Again, Crookston trying to find their first win of the season. And we're going to be ready for the national anthem here. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. Kickoff's coming up after this on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
For Pelican Rapids getting ready to go, it's Jimmy Salazar playing with some sort of an arm injury. He had a big cast on his left arm here during warm-ups. The only man doing sit-ups, not push-ups during the warm-up. Back to return, it appears it'll be Ali and it'll be Lebarski back there for Crookston. Kickoff is off. It's a short little onside kick and fallen on right near midfield by the Pirates. On it there was number 50, I believe that was Lucas Helgeson, number 59 there. The freshman falling on that one for the Pirates. And they'll set up shop here in good starting field position. And now let's welcome in Gabe Bishop. Gabe.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. This is a lot of fun here in the inaugural football game at KROX Radio Stadium. Zach, I'm in for a good one, aren't you?
There should be a fun one here this evening as the Pirate offense gets ready to go. Pirates, if you're listening on airwaves, we're moving from right to left on your radio dial to start this game as the ball is placed on the Crookston 47-yard line.
Little bunch formation to get this underway.
Yep, bunch formation. Two receivers out to the near side. One back in the backfield is Arriaga. It's a toss to Arriaga, trying to corral it there, and he is swarmed in the backfield for a loss. And there on the stop was number 73, William Pesh.
Yeah, 6-yard loss to get things started. The Vikings read that pitch beautifully, broke through the line as they tried to get it to the outside.
Moving backwards here to start the game are the Pirates. You don't want to see that early on, but we're now second down and about. Yep, second and 16 here.
Second down for the Pirates and
We've got the Pirates back, one receiver to either side now, tight end on the near side, two backs in the backfield behind the quarterback, Lubinsky. This one here will be a handoff up the middle. And Rylan Lubarski gets, or Arriaga, pardon me, doesn't get a whole lot of anything on that one. He gets it out to about the 42-yard line.
So after a loss of 6, it's just a gain of 1. So we've got 3rd down and 15 coming up. 3rd and long is not how you want to start.
It'll be Kapinga, the linebacker, on the stop. That's Jack Kapinga, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. They're making the tackle for Pelican Rapids. 3rd down and long on the way. Pirates come out now with one receiver to the near side. They have a couple in a tight slot to the far side of the field, one back to the hip of the quarterback. Here he goes. Lubinsky is going to drop back, now trying to scramble. Lubinsky trying to find the sideline, gets across from the initial line of scrimmage near the 1st down marker.
Did he get there?
And I think he might have got there.
How about that?
So we'll call that a Pirate 1st down for the time being, and a run of about 17 yards there for the quarterback, Tegan Lubinsky. He ran for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game last week, the loss against Frazee over at UMC, and a good run there. Officially marked as 16 yards on the play.
Yeah, he needed 15. He got 16, and that's exactly enough for a 1st down. Well done by Tegan Lubinsky, sensing the pressure, getting outside, and picking up those much-needed yardage. And now we're in Viking territory.
Now we're in the Viking 43. An opening drive touchdown will be huge here for Crookston, as they've been unable to move the ball on offense to start games really this entire first half of the season. This here handoff to Arriaga goes back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain on the play.
Well, unfortunately, the officials are saying he lost a yard on that. He was stood up right at that defensive line. That was great pressure in there. Calvin Norton was in there, and Ilias Valdivine was in there as well for a loss of 1.
Yeah, Valdivine and Norton, both large men there in the middle of the defensive line. So those guys trying to plug up the holes here, as the Pirates will huddle up once again. But still some positive movement here. Got to be happy about that if you're Crookston.
See if when we're going to get our first pass play here. 4 rushes to get this game underway. When are we going to see a pass? It was effective at the end of that Frazee game.
It sure was. Pirates, of course, they love to run the ball, as now there's a slot and a quick motion, as now we get a pass. Lubinsky will throw this one, looking for, I believe that was Hamry on the far side. I think, pardon me, that was Parker Kelly on the far side who made the grab.
Inside the 40 now, gain of 6 down to the 38. Good to get your first completion on your first throw. So now 3rd down and a bit more manageable.
Yep, 3rd and manageable. It'll be officially marked as about a, we'll call it 3rd and 5 here.
So they need the 33 to get that 1st down. Zach, do you think we're in 4-down territory?
You know what? If the offense is running, you may as well let them run. 2 backs in the backfield now. 1 in a 3-point stance, 1 to the hip of Lubinsky, and a receiver to either side. This one here, a QB keep. He gets about half of what he needs there, which that call game, you'd think if they're going to run that play, it makes you think they're just going to go for it on 4th down too, right? Get it half and go from there.
Ended up only getting a yard, so now you're looking at 4th down and 4. So you have a couple of options, but if you're playing a team like Pelican Rapids, known as one of the best teams in the section, there is no reason why you shouldn't be aggressive. Be aggressive when you can, because it's going to work out for you in the long run.
Hey, you may as well give it a try. I mean, special teams, if you punt it, it's probably going to end up getting in the end zone. And it's on the 20, so the field position change wouldn't be that drastic here, you would think. And sure enough, the offense will opt to go for it on 4th down. It's a 4-receiver set, twins to either side. 1 back in the backfield. Lubinsky will pass. Under pressure, rolling to the far side. Throws this one, and that one is tipped and incomplete off the hands of the tight end, Tate Hamry. A turnover on downs here with 8:03 to go in the first quarter.
That was Trayvon Benson, the free safety, read that one in the flat, trying to go and cover Hamry out there and able to run it down and get a hand on it and force a turnover on downs.
All right, so Tate Hamry just trying to get a hand on that one. Couldn't quite haul it in, so it'll be Pelican Rapids ball, and leading them on the field is the quarterback, Grady Larson, the 6'1", 195-pound sophomore. Coach Eli Bey just raved about his arm talent. Apparently he's a very coachable kid and can make all the throws. We'll see how the offense operates on 1st down. It's 2 receivers, or probably 1 to either side, as the first play will be an RPO and a quick toss out to the tight end, Miguel Torres. Torres in space, gets across midfield. 1st down and more. Flag is out. Torres now across the 30. Lubinsky chases him and rips him down out of bounds on a bit of a almost just lassos him and tosses him out around the 20-yard line just across it. But let's check the flag first.
Yeah, it was thrown at midfield beyond that first down marker. We'll see if it might have been holding or some sort of other fence down the field.
Where the flag was thrown would have been beyond the first down marker. So we've gone from the 37 all the way down to the 20. Gabe, you're better numbers guy than I am, but that would have been a pretty big gain there had it stood. Looks like they're walking backwards.
Yep, it's a head-to-head block there. It looks like they gave it to number 11. That's Channing Rusman, who was downfield trying to block, and they said he lowered his head trying to make a block. So you're going to move way back because that's a personal foul. So that might be a 15-yard penalty from where the ball was last, where the foul took place. So they're going to spot it back way. Oh, they're still walking back.
Yes, they are, and it looks like the chains will also stay in place. So the 15-yard penalty is really about a 40-yard penalty, and they'll start at the 35.
So it's now a 1st and 12.
Yep, 1st and 12. Slot to the far side, one receiver in tight to the near side. It'll be a pass once again, and throw once again to the tight end, Torres. Torres on a breakaway down the sideline. Torres, nobody to beat him, and this will be a Pelican Rapids Viking touchdown.
That was Kapinga out of the backfield. He ran a wheel route 65 yards, and after that personal foul penalty, Pelican Rapids is able to respond in kind with a 65-yard score.
Or Jack Kapinga, yes, that's right, Gabe. That was a 9, not an 8, but Jack Kapinga scores first, and it's a very quick drive, only 3 plays if you count the one with the penalty. And now the point after try is on the way with a 6-0 Viking lead. 7:39 to go here in this first quarter of play. 65 yards total on the score. Looks like the offense is staying out there for the time being. 2 backs in the backfield. 1 receiver split out wide to the far side. 2-point conversion attempt on the way here from the Vikings. It'll be a bit of a rollout here as the quarterback Larson tries to scramble, and he meets a wall of Pirate defenders. And a round of applause from the Pirate fans here as the conversion is no good. 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings lead 6-0. Let's take a quick break. We're back after this on KROX.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Stadium, a big explosive play puts the Vikings on the board first. They lead 6-0 over Crookston after the long touchdown catch on the wheel route from Jack Kapinga. So it'll be Arriaga back to return alongside, I believe, Ali for Crookston as some subs come in here. A couple guys making changes on the kickoff team. And it'll be, once again, the kicker, number 12, Jimmy Salazar, to kick it off. Or pardon me, it'll be Benson to kick it off. Benson boots this one away. It's an end-over-end kick that gets down to about the 14-yard line. It is picked up here by Arriaga, and he is swallowed up. For me, that was not Arriaga. That was Lucas Perella back there. And Perella gets it out to about the 25. So not as great a field position as last time. But Lucas Perella gets it out to about what would have been had there been a touchback.
Just a little more room now to work. You got all the way back at the 25-yard line. Do what worked last time. They were running the ball and opening up the pass game. You went for it on the 4th down, didn't get it. Don't let that ruin your mojo right now, and just keep pushing.
All right, so on 1st and 10 for the Pirates from their own 25. They're down by 6, so a touchdown and a good 2-point conversion or a good extra point would give them the lead here. As the referees will stay close to the huddle. Ball has been spotted. The nose of the ball is right on the 25, so Pirates break huddle now. They're going to have 1 receiver out to the far side, 1 to the near side. Looks like Hamry, the tight end, is going to be on the right-hand side as well. And a couple backs in the backfield. Lubinski under center, hands this one off. And the back was...
That's Perella.
Perella, and he gets maybe a yard on that one. 7:20 to go in the first quarter.
He was tackled by number 73, William Pesh. Second down and 10.
Again, it's Pesh there on the stop, so it was now 7:10 to go here in the first quarter.
And marked him at the 25, so no gain on that carry.
Yep, so 2nd down and 10 on the way still from Crookston. Pirates will break huddle here. Once again, there's one receiver to either side, the tight end on the left, two backs in the backfield here.
A little strong eye formation, see if they run it to that right side.
Obinski under center. He's going to do a little bootleg, tries to keep himself, and he goes down. It's a sack for Pelican Rapids. Jack Bergquist to the first one there. And that there is good for the Happy Joe's sack attack. Again, Jack Bergquist, the first one to get to the quarterback.
Nope, only a Crookston sack.
Well, it's only for Crookston sack, so we're going to call that one off. Disregard that last one, but still a sack there made and a big loss on the play for Crookston. So it'll be 3rd down and long. It's officially marched back to around 3rd and 15 or so.
Back to 3rd and 19.
3rd and 19, yep. The scoreboard here is not right. The down marker is way behind where the initial line of scrimmage was. The ball's spotted now at about the 15 and a half, 16-yard line. Spread formation now again for the Pirates. Obinski runs for his life, just throws this one up underhanded. It's picked off. And that, well, the man's still running with it. It is, once again, Channing Rusman. And Rusman tries to run through a crowd and gets nowhere.
Yeah, just not the smartest idea there. He wanted to try and get rid of the ball, but he threw it inbounds, and there was no receiver in the area. If you're out of the pocket, try to get it out of bounds. But that time it stayed inbounds, and now that puts in the red zone now. Go the Vikings.
So the Vikings now lead 6-0 with 5:47 to go in the first quarter, and they have forced the first turnover of the evening.
Well, and we're seeing something on that drive, this drive alone on the offensive line just not doing the job blocking, and that has led to an interception and a big loss as well.
Thank you, Chris. Chris Feasy on the sidelines tonight. We can get him in here after the mic's on and active. Love to see that. So thank you again for the input, Chris. It's going to be 1st down here and one back in the backfield as it is a handoff to the running back. Number 1, Mark Kapinga, who will stroll into the end zone, outrunning a defender, and that is an easy touchdown here for Pelican Rapids. Mark Kapinga gets it in from 10 yards out.
So if you don't count the penalty, that's 2 plays, 2 scores now for Pelican Rapids to take a 12-0 advantage.
All right, and on that, it looks like they're actually going to kick the point after here as the kicker, Salazar, is out there. And one more man's got to run on the field, and looks like Kapinga's going to come back out for a moment.
I'd add an extra lineman there in the formation.
Yeah, you want to have some more big guys up front for the point after. Make sure it doesn't get blocked. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and the line drive is wide. So no good. Your score with 5:40 to go in the first quarter, 12-0 in favor of Pelican Rapids over Crookston. We're back after this on KROX.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
KROX Radio Stadium getting ready for another kickoff from the Vikings. Pelican Rapids holds a 12-0 lead with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee down the sidelines tonight. Happy to be here this evening. The nice new stadium here at Crookston High School. Again, KROX Radio Stadium having its first football game of the year as the kickoff is on the way from Trayvon Benson of the Vikings. Sweep of the leg. The kick is up, end over end again. It'll be returned, or fielded rather, at about the 15. And Weiland tries to run through some bodies, gets down to 30, but a couple of flags fly. There is Laundra on the field.
Looks like both refs might have saw the same thing back there on the return, so let's see what they call here.
Tacklers on that play, Jackson.
Yep, looks like the Pirates are going to start walking backwards, and
hold.
It'll be, yes, a hold. So that'll cost him 10 yards.
Steve Fillion, long-time official. He's been a basketball coach, and now for Red Lake County, but before several other schools. It'll be his 51st year this year coaching basketball.
51 years coaching. That is a good career. If you're coaching for 51 years, you've done something great, clearly.
By the way, another Hall of Famer that we have in Northwest Minnesota in boys basketball.
Add that to the long list.
All right, so we first down here for Crookston. The ball spotted on their own 17. The back in the backfield is Arriaga. 2 receivers tight to the formation on the left, 1 to the right. It'll be Lubensky scrambling, just throws one up, looking for his tight end Hamry on the sidelines, incomplete. Tate Hamry was a bit shallow over the ball there. Incomplete pass will result in 2nd down and 10, and the clock stops at 5:29 to go here in the first quarter.
Good idea. Try to get it to your top receiver with his hands and a taller figure out wide down the sideline there, but just let him a little bit too far out on that one, bring up 2nd down.
Both pass attempts this evening from Crookston have gone in the direction of Tate Hamry so far. One of the trusted receivers here on this team. So now on 2nd down, Pirates come out now, again on their own 17. One back in the backfield is again Arriaga. Wright Myers on the near side as Lubensky will tell his lineman something real quick. 3 receivers standing up on the far side of the field. This is a play action. A quick screen over to Labarski. Labarski lowers the shoulder, and he gets down across the 20, maybe to the 22, 23-yard line.
Now mark him at the 22, gain of 5. I like that idea. 2nd down, he needs some yardage. Get your receivers and linemen out there running and blocking and pick up some yards on the screen. So it's a gain of 6 officially, 3rd down and 4.
So the Lubensky-Labarski connection is alive and well this evening on the screen pass. It'll bring up now 3rd down and about 4 to go from the 23. They need to get to the 27 for the 1st down as the Pirates will break huddle on the far hash.
What would you do here, Zach?
If it's me, I think you go to what you do well and run the ball, but the Pirates are running a 4-receiver set with Arriaga, the lone back. Looks like they're getting blitz here from the defense. Lubensky, under pressure, wrapped up, and he will go down.
Yeah, you called the blitz. That was Roosman again coming in from the inside. We had Calvin Norton down there in the middle as well, shoving them all back for their 2nd sack of the game, 20-yard line.
So it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. And 4th down, you figure a punt will be coming here.
Well, Pelican Rapids, they've obviously seen some game film. They are blitzing, it seems like, at least every other play, and there's a reason why they're doing that. When you've struggled on the offensive line all season long, they're going to send people and send that statement right away, and that's what Pelican Rapids has done.
I believe they sent 8 guys on the blitz there on that last play, so now it's 4th and 7.
How about this play call?
Yeah, it looks like they're at least lining up to go for it right now with 1 receiver to either side.
All 11 guys are in the box.
Quick kick.
Little pooch punt.
Well, Lubensky is typically the punter as well, as that ball will be downed barely in Pirate territory at the 49. So another good starting field position here for Pelican Rapids. They lead 12-0 with 3:47 to go here in the first quarter.
I love the play call there because what they do is there is no return man because you have to, even though the quarterback is the punter as well, and that's something you can do, and we've seen it without the quarterback being the punter before. Some teams do that, so you're guaranteed no return.
All right, so the Vikings will break huddle. Looks like we have 2 receivers to the near side and a wing in there as well. Man in motion is Channing Roseman. This will be a screen out to Benson. Benson has the space to work, cuts back inside, 1st down yardage and more, and Benson will work his way all the way down to about the 31-yard line, a gain of 18 on the play.
Yeah, Pelican Rapids said anything you can do, I could do better. They saw that screen from Labarski. They got Trayvon Benson out wide and got him moving into the middle of the field for an 18-yard screen pass, and now they're moving quickly.
Benson, the leading receiver, 22 catches for 275 and 4 touchdowns this year. Same formation, the back in motion this time is Kapinga. Throw outside to Kapinga in the flat. Kapinga has a man to beat, puts him down on the ground, and Kapinga will go down after Rylan Labarski falls on him across the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. Called a gain of 5 on the play.
Nice job by Parker Kelly to come up, and he slowed him down, and then coming over to help finish him off was Weiland and Labarski, and a good team tackle there for the Pirates.
Of course, on the screen play, you're going to have the offensive line holding blocks a bit longer, and a holding penalty will be assessed here against Pelican Rapids. So we'll nullify that play, wipe it off, and it'll now be 1st down and a bit longer here for the Vikings. 3:13 to go in the first. They're up 12-0 over Crookston.
We should mention, too, that, yes, KROX Radio Stadium, but also Riverview Health. I'm standing right next to their logo on the field, Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor. And on the scoreboard, we have Andy Oman State Farm, the Crookston Eagles Club, United Valley Bank, and Grove Mechanical.
All right, we have a timeout called here by Crookston. Let's take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
After the Pirates call their first time out of the half, they will have 2 remaining. They are trailing Pelican Rapids by a score of 12-0.
And a quick Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The Twins and Red Sox are scoreless in the bottom of the 4th inning with 1 out there. And good news, Detroit is getting beat up by the Orioles 5-0 in the middle of the 5th inning.
And we'll take that, most certainly. As the Twins tied with Detroit, 80-73, 9 games left in the regular season.
All right, so we first and long here. RPO on the way, and that pass incomplete. Grady Larson trying to find his man on the far sideline. I believe that was Kapinga over there.
And for those listening at home that don't know what RPO is, it is
a run pass option.
You have the idea if you want to hand it off, you can, or the quarterback has full control on that, so he can pull the ball in, he can run it himself, or he can throw.
2nd down and 20 from the 41-yard line. Rusman in motion. It's another pass. Looking over the middle this time, and he finds his man. Channing Rusman gets down to about the 10-yard line. Larson to Rusman has been a good connection here tonight.
Now mark him at the 11. That's a 30-yard gain there on 2nd down and 20. Just threw it. There were 2 guys defending him, but Rusman still got a step.
Great positioning, too, there, Rusman as well, getting inside of the defenders that time. So now it's 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Not quite 1st and goal, so they can get a 1st down without scoring the touchdown here, as the clock ticks down to 2:53 to go here in the 1st quarter. Vikings trying to extend their 12-0 lead. 3 receivers set here. It'll be a pitch outside to the back, Kapinga. And he will get down across the 5-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 4, it looks like.
Yep, host of Pirate tacklers there on the stop. Chris, I didn't get a number on the guys in there, but Kapinga will get about 7 on the carry.
Weiland was one of them in on the tackle, and also, I think he was the main one in there.
All right, 2nd down. It'll be Kapinga in the backfield once again, next to Larson. Larson takes a snap. He drops it. He's going to have to fall on this one. And as he picks it up, he gets hit by 2 Pirates.
Well, he scooped up the ball while his knees were on the ground, so he was automatically down at that point.
All right, so a bit of a scare there for the Viking offense, but they'll lose him a couple yards here. Is now Grady Kingborough to run over the sidelines for Crookston. The nose guard getting a bit of a breather here on this upcoming 3rd and 8.
Ended up losing 5 on that mishandled snap, so now you're looking at 3rd down and 8, but once again, you can get a 1st down if you get to the 1.
Back in the backfield once again is Jack Kapinga. He's on the hip of Larson. Larson pulls it out, throws outside, trying to find his tight end. It is caught by Torres, and Torres is wrapped up and stopped. I don't think he got the 1st down.
Yeah, he's a couple yards shy.
They're going to mark him at the 3, and a good job by Lubinsky, who came over and was able to, well, he wrapped him up a little bit, but made sure he didn't go forward any more yardage after he made the catch. So it'll be 4th and about 2.
4th and about 2, and well, we'll see if the offense decides to stay out here. Looks like they will from the near hash, as Larson and the troops will get back outside. It's a 2-receiver set to the far side of the field, 2 receivers in a stack to the near side.
Crowd
the back
getting
Kapinga
loud
comes
here.
out as well. This will be a pass on 4th down. Larson throws the end zone. It's picked off. Crookston forces a turnover right on the Pirate tee.
How do you like that?
And with 1:05 to go in the 1st, a goal line stand from the Pirate defense.
Mason Reitmeyer with the pick.
Mason Reitmeyer.
Read that one perfectly. He was only open for a split second, then he took off and covered him in the back of the end zone. And a little bit late there on that throw by Larson. If he threw it about a half second earlier, he might have had him, but a little delayed, and a great turnover caused by the Pirates.
He wanted Jack Kapinga on the back line of the end zone, but like you said, Gabe, just a bit too late on the throw. And now the Pirates have a chance on offense as the ball moved out to the 20 since it was intercepted in the end zone.
And that's the big thing. If it was incomplete, if he doesn't catch it, they have the ball at was the 7 or so. So they get an extra 13 yards by getting the interception. Big play.
1:05 to go in the 1st quarter. Pirates face a 2-touchdown deficit, 12-0. A bunch of receivers on the near side. The toss goes to the back. Arriaga gets through a couple of guys, and he is flung down now by Channing Rusman.
We've called Rusman's name a lot so far. Coming in from his linebacker spot, flying through the line almost every play. That time gets a loss of 1.
Inside of a minute to go here in this first quarter. 47 seconds and counting to go here in the first. Pirates huddle up. They lose the yard on the last play. Second down and 11 is on the way.
Only need to run one more play here in this quarter before the clock winds down.
The play clock is not on right now for what that's worth. The game clock is now down to about 30 seconds. But still, we do expect one more play to come up here. It's like a slot to the far side and a wing as well. One receiver to the near side and the back in the backfield. This will be a pass from Lubinsky. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling toward the end zone. It's got to get it away. Throws this one up to the sideline, incomplete and out of bounds with about 11 and a half seconds to go here in the first quarter. So 3rd and 11 upcoming.
That was way smarter than the last time he was flushed that way, and he tried to throw one inbounds. That time he saw he was able to throw it away, took the smart idea and throw it into the Vikings bench. So learning on the fly after that last mistake.
And I think last week, I imagine Pelican Rapids probably watched a good amount of film here, and they saw Lubinsky last week was able to climb forward in the pocket and make things happen there. Instead, just trying to get the penetration in the middle, force him outside where he has less options to throw to. So, again, good defense there.
A lot of these blitzes are between the tackles or even between the guards, and they're putting 6 or 7 men in the box at a time. So it's very difficult to step up at all, especially if they get through in the snap of a finger.
3rd and 11. The Pelican Rapids defense not afraid to bring some pressure here. Slot to either side, and a lot of movement.
That might be an everybody but the center false start.
Yep, you can see a couple players hitting themselves in the helmet. Perella on the near side give himself a pat on the head.
Well, yeah, I think Gabe nailed it right. Everybody seemed to be moving except for one player on that play. So, and that's usually either you hope 10 players weren't wrong.
Yeah, you hope. But
rather have one player wrong than 10 in this case.
But you got to know the snap count either way, as I'm sure that will drive coaches crazy when that happens. Clock runs down, 3 seconds, 2, and they will snap it. Pump fake on the way from Lubinsky, under pressure, escapes. Now we'll throw this one. He finds a man on the sideline, and that's
Peralla.
Once again Peralla.
Did he get there?
He's close. They're going to say he got the first down.
A first down. Yeah.
How about that?
All right, so when we come back to start the second quarter, the Pirates will have a first down. They trail 12-0 against Pelican Rapids. We're back after this on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Lead over Crookston right now in the first football game at this new facility. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee on the sidelines, and well, the Pirate offense has looked probably the best it's looked all season long. They've been able to move the chains and get first downs, where in previous weeks, Gabe, we've seen these guys go 3 and out and punt on seemingly every first half possession.
You've got that right, Zach, and we can also didn't have an opportunity to actually talk about that play. Lubinsky was in so much trouble, and Peralla just leaked out to the outside and just found a spot where he was open. And we gave Lubinsky an opportunity to make a throw and only had to dump it off and let Peralla do the rest. So great job. They needed 16, and they got 18 yards on that play. New set of downs, first down and 10 on their own 32.
If you're just joining us, it was the quarterback, Tegan Lubinsky, finding Lucas Peralla on the outside on a bit of a scramble drill type of a play, which they've been working on this week. It sets up a first down from the 32-yard line. Showing blitz here is the defense, and Lubinsky wants to keep himself, runs into a brick wall. And there on the stop, I saw Willem Pesch, among others.
No gain on that play.
They will say no gain as the first 10 seconds tick off the clock here.
Well, that was a good job by Lubinsky. He, as you said, ran into a brick wall. Whoever he hit from Pelican Rapids, he did not move at all, but he kept the legs moving. Actually, I think he went backwards, but kept those feet moving and was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, which was a feat in itself.
That was Calvin Norton again. We've called his name a couple times now in that middle of that defensive line, big number 10. keep an eye on him. He's been over the center almost every play.
Second down, and they mark him with a loss of 2. So second and 12, Arriaga in the backfield, Hamry in motion, and they're going to get a flag here for illegal procedure, it looks like. But no less, Lubinski will run it just to see if he can. And this one's going to be a 5-yard penalty here against the Pirates in all likelihood. Of course, the rule is you have to be set for 1 second before the ball is snapped. Tate Hamry was not set before the ball was snapped.
See what they decide to do, because you either have a 3rd and 12 or a 2nd and 16, and they're going to choose to decline it so you can make it 3rd down and long.
Okay, yep, so 3rd and long on the way. It'll be 3rd down and around 12. They're going to say a loss of 1, so 3rd down and 13 on the way from now the ball spotted just outside of the 30 at around the 29.
We should mention, too, that the stands are packed. It is the biggest crowd I've seen, as you would expect with a new facility and a beautiful night. But there's people standing down in front as well, all around the track. It's a perfect night for fans.
3rd down now. Lubinski will throw. Drops back, looks over the middle into a crowd. That one is incomplete. I think he wanted to find his man Lucas Perella. Bounces off of his hands. Hamry was over there to try to grab it, but he couldn't get a hand on it either. And the ball hits the turf. No harm, no foul there, but 4th and long on the way here from the Pirates.
That was Trayvon Benson, the free safety again. He broke up a 3rd down play in the first quarter, and that time he came flying in. Looks like he wanted to intercept, and it hit him in his helmet. And then it just ricocheted over to the left. Hamry almost got his hands on it, but not quite enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A wise man once said, "You cannot catch with your face, even with a helmet on."
Who said that?
A lot of people have told me that back in the day. The punt's on the way here from Lubinski.
Sure,
this one is an end-over-end kick. It is fielded around the 45-yard line, and Benson's got it across the 40. Benson jukes defenders. Benson stiff arms another one, breaks another tackle, and finally he is wrapped up and flung down on the Pirate 30. So a big return there near where the original sticks were. Actually behind the original sticks. So great starting field position here for the Vikings on offense.
That's a 30-yard punt return.
One of the Pirate coaches just yelled the obvious, "We have to tackle." And there's about 4 or 5 guys that just bounced right off him and not wrapping up. But that was a great return. He caught it in stride and was taken off straight north as soon as he caught it.
All right, so it'll be a 1st down. There's 3 backs in the backfield here, as this handoff will go to Jack Kapinga.
No,
it's a keeper. It's a keeper, and Larson had it on the outside, and Larson gets near the 1st down. We'll call it a gain of 9 on the keeper.
Yeah, that's what a good RPO can do. It can fool the eyes into thinking you're going into one direction. It'll fool us sometimes, too, especially when it's done to perfection like Larson did, able to hold on, tuck it under his right arm, and run the opposite way.
RPO or triple option, you tell me. 10:06 to go, Vikings up 12-0, trying to add one more to it.
Sometimes I forget those are different things.
Same formation here. This one will be a handoff, and it goes to Roosman. Channing Roosman is wrapped up by a bunch of Pirates around the 13.
Only a gain of 4 on that one, so a little bit better job by Crookston following the ball as opposed to the player. That's harder to do when you're running an RPO or triple option, whichever one you want to call it. But a gain of less than 10, especially with the way Pelican Rapids is moving the ball, they'll take that.
That moves the chains, too. They only needed 2, got 4. It'll be a 1st down for Pelican Rapids. 3 backs get in the backfield. Now one flares out. This will be a handoff again to Jack Kapinga. And Kapinga is swallowed up near the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard or 2.
It looks
like that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, they lost one.
And Kapinga never really, he was dancing in the backfield. If you're Barry Sanders, that's fine. But he just never really got going. And I think a lot of that had to do because there was no hold there. So a nice job by the Pirate defense.
9:20 to go in the first quarter. 12-0. Vikings lead Crookston.
Crying shame we're not all Barry Sanders.
Slot to the near side. One receiver alone to the far side. Kapinga flares out of the backfield. Larson the throw. Looking to the far side. Looking end zone. That is incomplete. Miguel Torres had it in his hands, but it was batted away there by a man in the secondary, Tate Hamry.
Well, Hamry, he was all twisted. There is a flag on the play as well. It's going to be holding, and they're going to, Coach Labarski double checking before they make the call here, but Hamry, he didn't know it was coming, and he turned around right as the ball went over his helmet, and I think that messed up the receiver on not being able to catch it, because I think he thought Hamry was going to get a piece of it.
They'll accept this penalty here and back them even farther back. So it was 2nd and 11. We're looking at 2nd and 21 way back near the 30-yard line.
We should mention Pelican Rapids, although they have a lot of talent, they are still a very young team. Only 5 returners in the starting lineup from last year on this Pelican Rapids squad. So a lot of new faces and a lot of guys still acclimated to varsity play. This here will be a play-action fake. Larson goes deep again, has a man that's caught for the touchdown. It's Benson.
Well, right on cue, and that's the second time they've gotten a play of 30 yards on a down that needed more than 20 for the first down. That time they score. It's the same play, just to the left side of the field as to the right, running a little corner post route to that pylon, and that time it was Benson who ran it down and got it for the score.
The Pirates have struggled all season on the passing. Every team's been able to hit a long bomb on them, and there's another, just a perfect pass and a nice reception.
So with 8:59 to go, it'll be a 2-point try. The handoff is swallowed up. Nowhere to go from Mark Kapinga. And the score will remain 18-0 in favor of Pelican Rapids over Crookston with just under 9 to go here in the first half. Let's take a break. We're back after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
And we are back here at KROX Radio Stadium. If you're just joining us, it was another Viking touchdown to extend the lead to 18-0. A 29-yard strike from Grady Larson to Trayvon Benson. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here on the call tonight. It's been all Vikings so far, and it's been 2 long plays and then a 1-play drive from into the red zone for the touchdowns for the Pirates. Benson getting ready to kick off. It'll be Arriaga and Ali back deep to return for Crookston. Hand in the air as Benson will run his way through the kick. This is a high spiraling kick, and it will bounce down in the end zone for the touchback. We'll start at the 25 here as the Pirates will have first down. And Gabe, Pirate offense tonight, they've moved the ball well. They just haven't been able to finish drives.
Yeah, that's been the case so far, and they've had some good plays. The screens and little dump-offs to the running backs, that has worked. Some running to the outside, that has worked. But when Pelican Rapids is blitzing into the A-gaps a lot, it's making things very difficult right now to try and just keep pushing down the middle of the field. They keep trying to spread it outside, and Pelican Rapids just chases them down most times. So if they can get the run game going again, that'll be beneficial for the Pirates.
Of course, the off-script offense has been good for Crookston. The run game they want to establish, they haven't been able to find a lot of space there this evening. On first down from the 20, they will come out with 2 receivers to the near side, and Lubinsky looks to throw. Rolling out to the far side now, throwing cross body, finds a man. I believe that was Labarski on the reception. He gets the first down. And once again, Lubinsky to Labarski. 11 yards on the play. Pirate first down with 8:51 to go in the first half.
Sometimes the coach will tell your quarterback, don't throw it back into the middle of the field if you're near the sideline. But when he's wide open, you're able to do that. Nice job by Labarski finding a little hole in the defense, sitting down and waiting for it, and he'll get the first down.
Maybe a collective sigh of relief here from everybody in the stadium that is wearing blue and gold this evening, as those cross-body throws, as you mentioned, Gabe, typically very dangerous, and coaches will preach against them as hard as they possibly can. But it works this time, and they'll say it's a gain of 12. So now first down on the way from the 32-yard line. It's a tight trips to the near side, one back in the backfield. Lubinsky to throw again, dropping back under pressure. Got to throw this one away. The pressure came that time from Mark Kapinga.
Almost every play, it feels like we're getting a free rusher that's coming in on Lubinsky. Has almost no time to even set his feet, let alone look down the field. So trying to make plays is borderline impossible when you have the defense bearing down on you every time.
The bad thing is it's on passing plays, too, which passing blocking is a lot easier than run blocking, that's for sure.
Well, I wasn't good at either of them, so I was.
Hey, you're talking to a wide receiver here from back in the day. I didn't block anybody if that was, more than 180 pounds unless I absolutely had to when I was playing. But
back in elementary school, I was lucky to stay on my feet when I was trying to block.
Hey, blocking is tough, especially for the guys up front. The big uglies do a lot, and it goes unnoticed a lot of the time. On third down now, this will be a bit of a QB keeper on the option, and Lubinsky is swallowed up in the backfield for a big loss. No, the second down, pardon me.
Yeah, they tried to do a little their own little fake and a quarterback keep. But that time, once again, when the Vikings just keep blitzing through the line, it's borderline impossible to get anything going. So loss of 3 on that one.
They're going to mark it officially as a loss of 4, so that'll bring up now 3rd and 14 as the ball will be marked down about the 28-yard line.
Lubinsky's first carry was a gain of 15. His next 6, negative 17. So now he's back into the Reds.
So those will hurt the average a little bit, won't they? 3rd and 14, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and 2 backs in the backfield. Lubinsky behind all of the backs at this moment. Man in motion is Labarski. Lubinsky climbs the pocket, tries to find some space, jukes a man, gets away from another one, and he's grabbed by the foot and wrestled down by a crowd of Vikings across the 30, around the 31, and there's an injured Viking down. It's Calvin Norton, who's down in the backfield.
He's been playing a terrific game so far, and that's such a shame to see a player go down, especially when they're playing that well.
Trainers will tend to him. We'll take a break. We're back after this on KROX.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
KROX Radio Stadium, as we just saw Calvin Norton, the injured Viking, walk off the field under his own power. And we'll see how he is for the remainder of the game. But he was injured on the last play down in the backfield after the scramble from Tegan Lubinsky. So it'll be 3rd and 11 here for Crookston. Ball spotted on the 31-yard line.
I think it's actually 4th
or it's 4th
down.
And
yeah,
no, that's right. I was going to say, they just played 3rd down as now a man runs off the field. And I guess the folks in the sideline are still confused with the scoreboard being different as the snap was low, but the punt is off from Lubinsky, and it will bounce out of bounds around the 42-yard line, the Pelican Rapids 42. So, again, another drive and great starting field position for this Viking offense. They're up by 3 touchdowns, 18-0, with 7:04 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, they mark it at the 47. It's 21 yards on that punt. 3 punts now for 80 yards at the moment for Lubinsky. One of them was a pooch punt, too.
Yeah, one quick scoreboard update that everybody that's watching and listening is probably interested in. Barnesville is leading Hawley 16-7 halfway through the second quarter, so a good one there in Hawley.
Pretty close game there. Barnesville has been dominant for the long time, and on first down now, it'll be another run-pass option here, a quick flat route, and it goes for a first down as the quarterback finds his man on the far sideline. It was Larson to, I believe, Russman is over there on the far side.
Yeah, give him 10 on that one, moving back into Pirate territory and another first down.
Yep, so like you said, Gabe, back in Pirate territory as the ball will be spotted here near the 40-yard line. As well, the officials are saying move the chains here. Was there a penalty out? I was looking down for a second.
Yeah, there might have been something extra.
That 15-yard penalty marked off against
Chris, what'd you see?
For horse collar tackle.
Oh, horse collar.
Horse collar, okay.
Collar.
28.
Yeah, that's a mistake you can't really afford there if you're Crookston. Add 15 yards to that play.
One back in the backfield now is Kapinga. Another throw to the outside. Benson's got a man beat, and Benson's got another touchdown. Pelican Rapids extends the lead now to 24-0. And Benson had 4 steps on the nearest defender.
And that's a shame when you have a penalty that moves them ever closer. And whenever they get to around the 30-yard line, that's the 3rd time when they've gotten right to the 30 or right inside, they've taken a shot. They now have touchdowns of 30 yards, 29 yards, and 28 yards.
Well, Coach Beachy wasn't lying in the pregame interview. He said this kid can sling it, and boy, can he ever. What a arm on the sophomore.
2-1 conversion coming now. Be Larson with one back next to him in the backfield. It is again Jack Kapinga. This will be another run pass option, and again finds Benson on the slant. 2-point try is good for the first time tonight. They're now 1 of 4 on 4 points, extending the lead now to 26-0. It is a 4-score game here in Crookston. Pelican Rapids with a 26-0 lead. We're back after this on KROX.
The Pirates nothing.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
Moment. Pelican Rapids leads 26-0 here, as the Pirates are now in a bit of a bigger hole than they would have liked to have been in at this point. Down 26-0 with 6:31 to go here in the first half. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here as the kick is off. It's an end-over-end kick. Bounces down past both returners. Kickoffs are live ball, so a bit of urgency to run back there, as it'll be Perala to get it, and he is wrapped up and swarmed near the 10-yard line. Vikings flying to the ball this time.
If that landed in the end zone, it would have been a touchback, but it might have grazed him, bumped his arm because the referee wheeled his arm saying run the clocks. That must have hit him, and so he had to go back and get it, and now it's poor starting field position back at the 10.
We're in high school football. The kickoff is a live ball every time, regardless if it's onside or deep. If Pelican Rapids would have gotten down there and gotten on the ball, they would have had possession in another scoring position in the red zone. So good job there at Crookston getting back on top of it. But now the field position not great. The ball spotted at the 10. And they've got some work to do to erase this deficit here against a very good Pelican Rapid team.
And that comes from two relatively inexperienced return men not communicating on that one.
So on first down and 10, one receiver to either side. Looks like one back in the backfield. Pass on the way from Lubinsky. He decides to just keep himself, gets a couple blocks in front of him, but can't make it back to the line of scrimmage, as once again it was Channing Rusman there to stop him.
He's out to the outside. There's not much on really anywhere right now. Pelican Rapids is flying all over the field. Mark that down as a loss of 1.
6:06 to go in the first half. Loss of 1, so second down and 11 on the way here from the Pirates. Deep in their own territory, as the ball is now moved back to the 9-yard line. Pirates will have to huddle up, and you'd think at this point in the game, I mean, you're trailing big, but there's not a whole lot of space to work. I don't know how aggressive they want to be here.
I think you should just got to go inside. If you keep going outside, they're flying and running you down.
On second down, it'll be a keeper for Lubinsky. He's going to get a few yards on this one, though, as he runs through a tackler and gets down across the 15.
That's exactly what I thought there. If you keep it inside, they keep flying to the outside. If you find a gap, you'll get somewhere. And that time, a rush of 7 makes it a third and manageable.
Well, and you nailed it right on the head, Gabe, because Pelican Rapids is so athletic and so quick. They really swarm to the ball well, so by going up the middle, that doesn't allow them to get there. I shouldn't say as quick because you're running right at them, but it just seems like their linebackers pursue the ball very well when you go to the outside.
So now we have third and manageable. 3rd and 3, just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Same formation, one receiver to either side, one back in the backfield. Lubinsky, looks like the same play. Quarterback draw, and this one, he's going to try to push through, but don't think he got a whole lot there. He's near the marker. We'll see where they give him the spot. The officials stand at the 20-yard line.
That might be a half yard shy.
I'd say 19 officially.
All right, 4th down and 1
Yep.
in that case.
19, 4th and 1, and then decision time. Do you want to punt it here, or do you go for the 1 yard?
That brings up 4th down and 1.
I think deep in the own territory, the conservative decision would be to punt. But with Lubinsky on the sideline right now, Zach Ali's looks like he's going to come out there and take the play at quarterback. Zach Ali, the 6-foot, 175-pound junior, he carried 3 times for -4 yards last week.
It looks like that might force their hand because Lubinsky is also their punter. So if you're not going to have him out there, I would wager, unless you do another pooch punt, that this is going to be going for it on 4th down.
I was waiting for that, a timeout called by the Pirates.
All right, timeout Pirates. Let's take one with them. We are back after this on KROX. Pirates trail 26-0.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Coming back from KROX Radio Stadium here in Crookston, it's 4th and 1 for the Pirates from their own 19 as they trail Pelican Rapids 26-0 as we're in the back half of the first half of play, about halfway through with the second quarter. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop here, and well, on 4th and 1, we just saw for a moment Tegan Lubinsky run to the sideline. He is not out here for this 4th down play. And
his helmet came off.
Okay, that's what we thought. His helmet came off. Thank you, Chris, for the update.
Zach Benson, one of the officials on the sideline, confirmed that.
Okay, so on 4th and 1, and it looks like the Pirates might go for it here. Ali is the quarterback. One back in the backfield behind him is Arriaga. One receiver to either side. And they're just going to try to push him across.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's
the Pirates are saying they got it, but
Pelican Rapids is flexing on their way back to the sideline. A couple of defenders are.
Yeah, the official said otherwise. He was stood up. That was Norton again who came back into the game right in the middle of that line as Ali tried to do a quarterback sneak to right to where he was standing. Bad idea. He's been a force all night.
Yeah, good to see him back out there, Calvin Norton, and just like that, it's Pelican Rapids ball again and great field position. You could see some defenders off the sideline, you know, celebrating, flexing, doing whatever you wish. Lucas Verdorn leading that pack there back to the sidelines. We're at number 44 this evening. The safety came down there and was involved on the tackle as well, as a lot of different Pelican Rapids Vikings.
They've taken a lot of shots to the end zone, right? As opportunities arise, this might be another one for him.
Based on the alignment here, the receiver's in tight to the line of scrimmage. Sure enough, it is a pass. Looking outside, it's a flat route, and into the end zone, stroll the Vikings once again. The touchdown this time goes again.
That's Rusman.
To Rusman. Or no, pardon me, that was Torres on the catch.
That's a 19-yard.
So another Pelican Rapids touchdown extends the lead to 32.
Pelican Rapids putting on a clinic on the passing department here as they have just have play just.
So we're having some problems with Chris's mic down the sideline, but yeah, clinic is a good way to put it. They have completed, it seems, the last 4 or 5 throws for touchdowns. And now for the 2-point conversion attempt. One back in the backfield this time. Larson over the middle.
Dropped it.
And yeah, dropped. So incomplete there. 4:04 left to go in the first half. Pelican Rapids leads Crookston 32-0. Let's take a break. We're back after this on KROX.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
In Crookston, the Pirates defense unable to hold up on a one-play drive from Pelican Rapids. It was a 19-yard strike to Miguel Torres in the flats, catch and run to the end zone to extend the lead to 32-0 in favor of the Vikings.
Yeah, Larson tonight, 6 for 9, 196, 4 touchdowns and an interception. His last 3 passes have gone into the end zone. That's efficiency, where 44% of your complete pass attempts have gone for scores.
Salazar kicks off. It'll be returned now by Lucas Perella, and Perella gets near the 45. They're marking him down here, I believe, at the 43, maybe the 44.
They gave him the 44. That's great starting field position. See if the Pirates can do something with it with just under 4 minutes remaining in this half.
Tegan Lubinsky in the offense will make their way on the field. Lubinsky missed the previous play, the 4th down, after a helmet came off for him on a 3rd down run. And with 3 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first half, this Pirate offense has got to have something, and they have to have it immediately.
And they just brought Mauricio Arriaga into the game.
Mauricio Arriaga, wearing number 7 this evening. The freshman coming in, getting some varsity action. He's going to be split out at wide receiver on the near side for this play. They're going to have Parker Kelly on the far side. 2 backs in the backfield this time for Lubinsky. It's Lebarski and Jose Arriaga. This one here is a keeper for Lubinsky. He gets near the line of scrimmage. He may be a couple inches behind it.
Now they're going to give him a yard on that. Boy, we could have used that on that 4th down on that last possession, but they'll give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As the forward lean there gets him the yard and keeping the legs turning there. So 2nd down and 9 on the way here as the ball will move out to right there by the 45. The nose of the ball on the 45-yard stripe. The Pirates will huddle up once again. You figure here, maybe a bit of clock control to try to get something on the board here before the half is up. But knowing how explosive the Pelican Rapids offense has been tonight, I mean, maybe taking the time is not the worst thing ever. Pirates line up now with 1 receiver to either side again. It'll be, I believe, Kelly on the far side, and I want to say it's Hamring on the near side. It's 2 backs in the backfield. Lebarski, pardon me, is in motion. Pump fake. Lubinsky's going to keep himself. Flag is out. And this one here, I believe, is going to come back as it looked like...
that was Helgeson out there. He was fighting with Benson, who flew in from the near side.
Helgeson was on top of him. It was a very nice block, if you want to call it that. But it was well behind the play, and again, this one's probably going to come back.
Yeah, that's the case. They'll call the hold, and some holds nowadays might be a little close, but that one was not.
That was not really a hold. That was almost a tackle.
Tough to get away with one when you're by yourself about 15 yards away from the play. When you're on the line, a lot easier to get away with a hold.
Yeah, they say there's hold in every play. Some are more blatant than others. 2nd down, and, well, actually it's going to be, they're going to back this one up a long way. So it'll move back to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 19.
2nd and 19. Thank you, Gabe. It's, 2nd and, we'll say the gymnasium from here. So
three penalties for 22 yards for Pelican Rapids, 2 for 25 for Crookston in this first half.
It's been a relatively clean game from a penalty perspective, but the penalties that have happened have come at just the worst possible times, it seems like. Sliding on to either side, Arriaga in the backfield. Pressure comes. Lubinsky tries to climb forward, jukes a defender, now flushed out, spinning around. Lubinsky trying to make some magic happen. Throws this one up toward the sideline, incomplete.
You can give that's a perfectly legal screen by the referee. I think if the ref wasn't there, he might have been brought down 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but he made a little move around him, and he was able to throw it away.
Yeah, Coach Fillion, I think, was happy with the pick and roll that he was setting up there.
You got to love sometimes you get some help from the men in stripes. Other times they don't. So maybe a bit of maybe not payback, but maybe some forgiveness after the hold on 1st down.
Right now, Steve Fillion, a big smile on his face, so somebody must have told him, hey, nice pick, thank you.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 19, 2:25 to go here in the first half. Crookston trailing 32-0 here. And the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line once again.
He'll have that down in his film saying, this is how you set a pick.
1 receiver to either side, 1 back in the backfield and a wing on the near side. This will be another pass. Lubinsky rolling to his left, pumps, throws, has a man, incomplete.
Yeah, he wanted Lebarski, but that was tight coverage out there. Didn't really have anywhere to go. And that's Benson again. He has been all over the place on offense and defense. He's done a terrific job now for Pelican Rapids.
And you guys were mentioning how many starters and, just significant players graduated last year for Pelican Rapids. Not only
See if we can get Chris again.
Not only did they have a great year last year in football, but in basketball they won the section championship and probably should have won the first round of the state tournament as well. They played a heck of a game.
Punt's on the way here. It'll be called at the 40. The man to return it is Ethan Eisman. Eisman has space, flipping field. Eisman gets a block. Eisman across midfield now, has men in front. Eisman down the sideline. He might go. Eisman all the way home. Touchdown, Pelican Rapids. A long punt return touchdown as Ethan Eisman flips field, runs down the far sideline, and there is jumping and excitement on the Pelican Rapids side of the field.
It was a 25-yard punt. He came within inches of stepping out of bounds. The line judge was right there watching his feet, said he stayed in bounds. Pulled a Darren Sproles, just went to the other side of the field, or more accurately around here, a Percy Harvin, and just cut back the other way and made a tremendous punt return.
Eisman, the 5'10", 145-pound sophomore, runs it back for 60 yards for the score. And now we'll see the decision. Do they go for 1 or 2? Right now the score reads 38-0, and it appears the offense will come out for a play. It'll be the quarterback. Once again, Larson out there. Grady Larson's had himself a good evening, and there is a flag on the field. We might have 12 men.
Yes.
Well, sometimes you want to have the 12th man, but usually that refers to the crowd, not an actual 12th player on the field. You can't have more than 11 on any one side at any given time.
Can't have that. That's not allowed. But once again, you can talk a lot about that punt return, and a great punt return like that requires great blocking, and they were able to block down the field. They were able to turn around once Iceman reversed field and make some plays there as well.
This will be a QB keeper on a bit of an option, and Grady Larson's going to run it in himself on the triple option play. Extends the lead to 40-0 with 1:58 to go in the first half. Let's take a break. We're back with more Pirate Football after this on KROX.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
A special teams explosion from Pelican Rapids results in another Viking touchdown as they now lead 40-0 following a 6-yard return from Ethan Eisman. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop here, Chris Fee on the sidelines as we're getting ready for another kickoff. It's been 2 kickers tonight. It's been Salazar, it's been Benson. We see Salazar out there right now, again playing with the cast on his left arm. But he will boot this one away for the Pirates, who are in a bit of a hole, 40-0 here with just a couple minutes to go in the first half. This kick is high and short. It's fielded about the 30-yard line. And a big collision there. Giving him the business on the return was number 28, Brody Peterson, the sophomore linebacker on the kickoff unit. And not a whole lot of space to work there for the Crookston returner. Didn't see who had a hand on the return that time.
Lucas's little brother, Gabe Perala, and he was just introduced to varsity special teams as a freshman. And he got hit pretty good, but bounced right up. He's a wrestler. He's a tough kid, and but I'm sure he's going to look at that film and say, I should have probably juked.
He's got a great name. I'll give him that.
Yeah, fair catch. Maybe would have been nice, too. But, hey, welcome to varsity football. Gabe Perala on that one there. Takes a hit, gets back up. Got to commend the tough kids. These guys are wearing pads. They're okay. They can take a hit. 1:54 to go here in this first half of play as the Pirate offense, they just need an answer. They need something to go their way. It's been a while since they've really been able to sustain a drive or move the ball, and they need to get points on the board, more importantly than that. They have a tight trips to the near side. It'll be Lubinsky once again trying to make something happen. He is swarmed as he rolls to his right by 3 defenders. Lost a yard.
No gain on the play.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky. We'll see where they marked him.
Yep, they marked him back at the 35, so he didn't lose a yard on that. He's had a pretty much an equal balance of positive and negative runs, 13 carries for a net 11 yards on the day so far.
So just under a yard a carry here.
And it was another gang tackle. There was 2 or 3 Vikings that were in on that tackle, and it just seems like the Pirates can't do anything while Pelican Rapids, they're just running freely and throwing freely throughout this first half.
And that's a sign of a good football team too, right? You have multiple guys go into the ball on every tackle. On 2nd down and 10, I formation, and we have some guys flinching. Lubinsky wants the free play, but looks like he might be offsides here against Pelican Rapids.
Yes, it is.
Well, and the guilty party isn't hiding it very much. I'm not going to say his name, but everybody watching or in person was exactly who it was.
Yeah, there were a couple of guilty parties on that one, but yeah, not a whole lot of shame there as 2 guys jumped off sides, it looked like, for Pelican Rapids. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Pirates. And, hey, you know, penalty may be the conventional way to get yards, but yards are yards. You'll take what you can get. As now the clock ticks down under a minute. We're at 52 seconds to go in the first half. 2 backs in the backfield. 1 receiver to the near side. Lubinsky under center. Takes the snap. Toss outside to Arriaga. Arriaga has some blocks for a moment, but he goes down for a loss. Jose Arriaga lost 4 on the carry. Be 3rd down and 9 on the way with 31 seconds to go in the half.
Well, they marked it up at the 38, so he only ended up losing 2. He had a little bit of last-second extension just to try to get something out of it. Cut the loss down a little bit.
Again, the play clock is not on. I don't believe the Pirates have to run another play if they don't want to.
Yeah, the play clock, it's one of those, I don't know if they had a play clock operator, but in the future, both teams will have to agree on using it. Some will.
Yep, so with that, the half will tick all the way down to zeros on the scoreboard, and in the halftime locker rooms we go. Pelican Rapids leads Crookston by a score of 40-0. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll check the stats at halftime.
Hold on a second.
Before we do that,
we got
Chris Fee's got an interview to do.
Yep, we got Coach Labarski headed his way, and he's with them now. So, Chris, we will send it down to you.
And we are with Coach Nate Labarski. Coach, before we talk about the game, first game in the new facility, huge crowd. The stands are packed. Pretty exciting night.
Right now, that's the best part of the night, right? So, obviously, we're not going to take away from the facility. The facility is beautiful. It's great to have a great crowd out here. We just have to perform a lot better for our fans and basically for being on this field that's first time.
And one thing, they've been able to pass the ball almost at will. They've done a good job of that.
Yeah, they have. They're skillful. I mean, we absolutely knew that, but we need to be playing a lot tighter on those skillful people, right, and not lose them in coverage. And they're not doing anything crazy in the backfield. It's a little, it's a little fake, but man, we're losing some people right now, so we have to do a much better job of that.
Offensively, they were sending the farm at you, and what can you do in the second half to try to keep it in check? And you had some decent plays, just couldn't get enough.
Yeah, we couldn't get enough of them. Early on, we're hanging in there. We could have used a few more first downs to churn out some drives and not put our defense out there like that. But, we need to be able to throw and complete the catch, whether that's, a short pass. We need to be able to win one-on-ones. They're skillful in the secondary as well, but we have to win our share. So.
Any changes in the second half?
No. I mean, we need to learn. And I'm saying this, and it's the 4th week of the year, and it's a broken record. But if we don't figure it out at some point, it's going to continue to be a long season.
We're seeing some freshmen and sophomores get some extra playing time, and they've chipped in pretty nicely for it.
Yeah, they've stepped in. When they're called off the sideline and they're brand new, and so they're getting a little game action. But yeah, we need our older kids to play a lot better as well. So.
Coach, best of luck in the second half.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Chris. Now we're going to send it to halftime. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with halftime stats after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
And it is halftime here at KROX Radio Stadium, and well, it's been a tough one so far for the Pirates as they trail Pelican Rapids by a score of 40-0 at the half. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here, and well, if you're watching the video stream, you're seeing a few flag football teams on the field getting a bit of action on the new turf, while both teams are huddled up on either end zone just trying to get things figured out, make their adjustments, have their chalk talk as they like to do. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. And, well, a couple scores to report. Ferta Beltrami, they're up 44-0 on Winnemac right now. We know that score. We also have a couple more scores to give you in high school football. Badger Greenbush Middle River, they win at the Northern Freeze 29-12. And a truly brutal game at Castle Lake Bena. Mountain Iron Bull wins 88-6 over Castle Lake Bena this evening. Look away. That's a rough one there. But we have those scores. A couple other ones to note. Earlier today, the men's and women's cross-country teams from the University of Minnesota Crookston, they were at the Roy Gragg meet at the University of Minnesota Division II and III race. The UMC women placed 19th out of 25 teams. Madison Hilliard led UMC. She placed 59th out of 303 runners. UMC men also placed 19th out of 25. Noah Revels, the redshirt sophomore from Farmington, Minnesota, finished 103rd out of 358 runners. UMC women's soccer played at Bemidji State today. They would lose 3-0 this afternoon. And the volleyball match between Bemidji State and UMC was canceled this evening. I don't have the Twins score in front of me, Gabe. Do you know what the Twins are doing right now?
I just had that. Give me just a second.
The last I saw, Boston was up 1-0, but that's been a while.
Yeah, so I'll give you a couple of Major League Baseball updates that impact the Twins. 7-0 Baltimore. They're putting the beating down on Detroit, which we will most certainly take as the Twins are tied with them. It is still a 1-0 Boston lead with a runner on second and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. So good pitching by the Twins, but the offense needs to wake up a little bit because if you lose and Detroit loses, well, you don't gain anything. That's the problem. So we're going to have to hope that the Twins can get some offense churning in here.
You're right about that. Well, that has been the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update here at halftime. And, well, Gabe, let's toss you for some stats.
Let's go through some of our first half stats here. We will start with the Crookston Pirates on offense. Tegan Lubinsky throwing the ball was 4 for 11 for 41 yards and an interception. He also carried the ball 13 times for a net gain of 11 yards. Nobody else is running in the positives in terms of overall yardage by anybody who's carried the ball for the Pirates. Receiving-wise, Labarski has 2 catches for 17 yards. Zach Ali's 1 catch. Pardon me, that was not Zach Ali. That was, where'd I have that? That was Perala. Yep, Perala. He had that 1 catch for 18 yards. And then Parker Kelly had that 1 catch for 6 yards. 2 penalties for 25 yards in that first half. And then 4 punts for 105 cumulative yards. As for Pelican Rapids, we've been talking about how they've been throwing the ball or running the ball at will. That has been the case. Grady Larson ending up going 6 for 9, 196 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. On the ground, they had Mark Kapenga, 2 carries for 9 yards and a score. They also had 2 carries and 14 yards for Channing Roosman. And those touchdowns, they just kept coming, as one of them, that 65-yard bomb to Benson on the first play of the game. There's also 2 receiving touchdowns by Trayvon Benson, 30 yards and 28 yards. He's got 3 catches for 76 on the day. And then, that last, that big touchdown pass went to Jack Kapenga. It was Trayvon Benson who had 3 catches for 76 yards and 2 scores. And then Roosman, 2 catches, 58 yards and a touchdown. They had 3 penalties on there, docked for 27 yards. Did not punt at all throughout the course of the first half. So 40-0 score. It's all Pelican Rapids, and they won the toss, which means they get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, Pelican Rapids won the toss. They deferred their option in the second half, so they will receive the kickoff here to start the second half. And Gabe, I don't know if you mentioned or not, but the touchdown for Iceman as well.
Yep, the punt return.
Score. Yep,
that's
punt
right.
Return.
The 60-yard punt return touchdown. I knew I was missing something.
I was going to say,
wrote that one down and just went right over it. So, yep, it was a 60-yard punt return touchdown. Pelican Rapids only 2 for 6 on 2-point conversions. They failed their first 4, and they've converted their next subsequent 2. So that's where we stand after half number 1.
All right, well, that's the halftime stats there. Thank you, Gabe. Let's go ahead and take one more break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter for you right here on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
Trap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band.
choir,
visual arts,
Speech.
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Pelican Rapids has a 40-0 lead over Crookston. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here, and, well, we're getting ready to start, I guess, the 3-minute warm-up clock here as soon as the flag football game is going on the field. Or getting ready to come to a close here, but
that's a cool thing to see.
It is cool to see, you know, some of the young kids. The field's meant for everybody, right? We saw girls soccer play here yesterday. I figure boys soccer will start playing here as well for the next home game. And, you know, obviously football is playing here right now as well. So, you know, this field, not only for Crookston, but for the community, and we're seeing that here this evening as well. But, Dave, I mean, the score is what it is. 40-0 maybe isn't ideal if you're a Pirate fan, but the atmosphere here has been great. I mean, the crowd has stayed with it the entire time. It is a packed house. We've got fans not only here in the bleachers lining the fence on the far side. We've got a lot of students, families here. We've got the marching band out, or the pep band, rather, is in the stands as well. It's been a really fun atmosphere this evening.
Yeah, it's Parents' Night as well. So, Parents' Night, a very cool moment here.
And we should mention, too, that the number 10th ranked Pirate girls tennis team, which will probably move up after beating 2 ranked teams this week, but they had a vote. They're playing in Litchfield tomorrow. They said, we want to watch the football game, will leave at 4 a.m. Saturday morning to go down to Litchfield, where there's 3 ranked teams in that tournament. So that shows you the Pirate pride, and we see some of the Pirate tennis players. They're going to be holding the banner for the players to come through here in the second half, and looks like maybe a volleyball player as well. So that's pretty cool to see the athletes want to stay and support. Instead of sleeping over in a hotel tonight, they decided to get up at 4 in the morning tomorrow and take in the game tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the first one because you're not going to get another first.
No, you're not. I mean, you don't forget the first game at your home stadium. The first game of the season in a new place is always a fun one too as a player, and I'm sure the community will remember this night. Even if the score isn't what they necessarily want it to be, a lot of positive memories here as well as just the atmosphere, being in a new place as well. So.
And don't forget, we do have another half of football.
And we do have another half of football. So, I mean,
of course, last week against Frazee, Crookston's offense, especially in the second half, they started to get things going. They got some big plays, some big rushes from Lubinsky. And you'll start to see how long, perhaps maybe, that the Vikings keep some starters out there. When do they throw some reserves in on defense, other things? How can you exploit that? If you're Crookston, what are you able to do? And it seems like inside is probably better in terms of running the football than outside right now. So we'll keep that in mind as we're winding down. Just about 30 seconds left on this warm-up clock, which means we are just about ready to get started in quarter number 3. And as I stated during the halftime stats, Pelican Rapids won the toss, so they will get the ball to start quarter number 3.
The Vikings offense has been dynamic here this evening. Again, they put up 40 points in the first half, and I guess the one touchdown came from a kick return or a punt return score, but still, 32 points for your offense, you're not going to complain about that in a half of football. We'll see if Crookston can, get some stuff going here in the second half, maybe try to win this second half here. That's oftentimes a speech when you're down big at halftime. As with the time ticking down to zeros, the Pirates are in a huddle. You figure they have to run through the banner here, and here they come. Pirates do a slow jog. They will break the banner one more time. As, again, the girls' tennis team opting to stay here and watch the game and take their early trip down to the cities tomorrow. They're going to have to they're down to Litchfield tomorrow. They've got a long morning ahead of them and probably a short night. But the Pirates running through here. And, again, the community support here at KROX Radio Stadium has been awesome.
What happened to the old-fashioned banners where they had to run through the paper banner and split it? Now they're just breakaways. What's going on with this? Bush League.
What's happening here?
What's this? What's this reusable stuff? Come on, where's the hard work and effort? And
it's always entertaining as well when they don't break it.
Yeah, that's more of the we want to be on a one of the videos.
Sports Center, not top 10.
Yeah. I'm joking, of course. Well, I'm half joking, half serious.
That would certainly excite the crowd. And yesterday we had some exciting off-script plays that were not plays in the soccer game. We had, I believe it was Broken Waldo had to crawl all the way across the track to get a ball. She's wearing cleats, and you can't walk on cleats on the track.
Yeah, for those listening on the radio who might not be aware, still waiting to get lines on the track. And since it's a newer track, and it's the same whenever you get a new track, whether it be indoor or outdoor, it's a certain amount of time before you can get anything related to a spike shoe on the track.
Now the only spike they don't want any football spikes because the track spikes are completely different. They're narrow but the soccer ones could rip up the track pretty good. But I was walking on it, and I'm going to have to start walking here. It's nice and spongy, obviously being brand new, nice and soft, and it's going to be. I think it takes like 2 days and nights to put in the lines. So.
All right, the kick is off for the second half, and it will be returned by Benson from about the 25-yard line. Benson makes a man miss. Benson across the 40. Benson gets down near midfield at the 48-yard line, and the second half is underway. These Vikings, again, leading 40-0 here coming out of the half. And, Gabe, in the second half, let's talk about some things, maybe adjustments you want to see here from the Pirate defense.
Well, they haven't been able to stop really anything at the moment, so really any little thing to get your positive momentum back, you'll most certainly take. Maybe a play for a loss or a couple incomplete passes in a row. Take some little steps and just add some pieces here. Just try and get yourself into a more positive headspace.
First down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Vikings with the ball. We have an odd formation here. 3 backs in the backfield as the handoff goes to, I believe that was Kapinga there in the backfield. Kapinga gets a nice gain of about 6 or 7 on the play down near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they'll end up giving him 8 on that. So it's only his second rush of the day, 2 carries for 15 yards, but we might see some more rushing plays with how big of a lead it is right now.
Jack Kapinga, of course, and Mark Kapinga, both Kapingas have been in the backfield this evening for Pelican Rapids. Now 2nd down and 2, playbook here wide open, same formation. 2 receivers almost at an angle here. The back again is Kapinga, and this one will be swallowed up for a gain of, if he's lucky, a yard.
Now marking back at the line of scrimmage. That was the other Kapinga. So we had the, sorry about that there. We had the first carry, which was Mark. That first carry was Jack. That one was Mark. So no gain on that. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Yep, 3rd and short on the way here. 10:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Pelican Rapids has the 40-0 lead over Crookston with the ball on the Crookston end of the field. On 3rd and 2,
this
it'll
will really
be the same
help
formation.
Really help the Crookston morale if you can get a stop right here.
2 wings here. The quarterback, Larson, a couple yards behind him. This time going
my
around.
goodness.
He is knocked over.
That ball was on the ground, I think.
What a hit. And that looks like it's going to be Crookston ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Can we call that a sack? Was that a sack, or was that just on a bobble on the handoff?
Let's call it a sack.
Let's call it a sack.
Even
Chris,
if it wasn't.
you were closer to it. Who'd you see hit him there?
I was looking down at my computer at the time.
I looked like it was Reitmeyer came flying in and just went.
Well, actually, it might have been Parker Kelly, according to our cameraman Blake. Blake would know because, well, he's watching the camera.
Don't trust him.
Blake Fee, of course, Chris's son here in the booth with us tonight. Blake, appreciate you being here, giving the folks on YouTube something to watch this evening as the Pirate Office takes over. But, hey, the sack attack, here's your correct name. It's Parker Kelly for the sack attack. 1st down, the back is swallowed up, and that ball is loose, and Lebenski's going to have to fall on it. Arriaga didn't get it cleanly, it looked like, as he is pummeled in the backfield, and it'll be a big loss here of about, I believe, 12 yards.
Mason Reitmeyer just told me it was Braden Peterson that caused the fumble, and he said it was one of the linemen that recovered it. So I'll continue my investigation.
Okay, so hold off on the sack attack here for a moment then, because we're going to call it a sack. We need to make sure the name is right so that we get the right caller in and go from there.
We'll just go Braden Peterson for now.
Okay, Braden Peterson is our sack attack for right now, so we'll go with that until we hear otherwise. It's 2nd down and 20 to go, 9:46 to go here in this third quarter. Pirates will have 2 backs in the backfield this time, a couple receivers in close. Pelican Rapids showing blitz. This one here, a bit of an end-around carry, and not a whole lot going there for Labarski.
Jose Arriaga right now walking up and down the sidelines, holding his right side, where that bottom rib is. So, and he looks to be in some pain. He's a tough cookie, a wrestler as well. And so, if he's hurting, it's a pretty good stinger.
He took a shot there on the previous play. Only 5'6", 660 pounds. Not the biggest kid out there, but still a very good athlete. Very tough kid, as you mentioned, Chris. And certainly hope he's okay down there, as he's now got a water bottle and making his way down the sideline once again.
If you want tough, wrestlers are tough.
They have
for
to
sure.
be.
They will suplex people with a torn rotator cuff. I know that from experience. Some of my friends back home in college, my buddy Chase, who is a wrestler, ended up winning a match, 2 matches in a row on a torn rotator cuff.
It's a T set for 3rd down, 1 receiver to either side as Labarski flares out of the backfield. Punk fake Lebenski now spins around, and he doesn't get much of anything there. Maybe lost 2 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th and very long coming out.
And congratulations to Linda K. Olson on winning the quarterback sack attack, being the first caller. So congratulations, Linda, and you'll get a large one-topping pizza from Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. And now it'll be 4th down and 17 is what they're marking it here, at least on the scoreboard. And the ball will be spotted now at the 44-yard line. As Henry will come off for the play. This will be another pooch kick, a high arcing kick. Doesn't get very far. It'll bounce down to the 40, and it takes a Pirate roll down across the 30, and it'll be downed at the 26-yard line by Parker Kelly. So now with 7:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Pelican Rapids will come back out on offense. They were stopped on the first drive, a strip sack, led to a Pirate possession, which ends up going 3 and out.
I think the Pirates, the Crookston School District, paid a little extra to get the friendly bounce on the turf when they installed it.
Yeah, we'll give him with that because that one was high in the air. Didn't have a lot of spin, but it landed on the football exactly where you want it to get the optimal bounce. And that's exactly what Crookston got, moving Pelican Rapids back to one of their worst starting field positions of the entire game, back at their own 26.
The ball showed us bounce in funny ways, as now we have a slot to the near side and another QB option here as the toss goes out once again to Roosman.
Little backup quarterback action in the game right now. It's McLean Hovland. He's in the game for the first time under center.
McLean Hovland, I believe, is the only man on this roster right now that have a passing, rushing, and receiving stat. He has gone 2 for 2 for 33 yards and a touchdown entering tonight. He's ran for 4 carries, 22 yards and a touchdown, and he's also, or that's not right, I was on the wrong guy. He ran for 5 carries for -12, as it's a bit of a jet sweep toss on second down. And it's a first down carry this time from Mark Kapinga. But Hovland, he has also had 2 catches and a touchdown on one of those for 27 yards on the season. So a passing stat, a rushing stat, and receiving stat for backup quarterback McLean Hovland.
That's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Clock now ticks down to 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Hovland has one back behind him. Looks like 2 receivers to either side, as this will be another triple option play. A flag is out. And it'll be Roosman once again down the sidelines and a gain of 9 for now.
And we might have a hold back there. It was another one of those situations where there was only one lineman out there. William Pesch, the 6'1", 210-pound senior, was kind of on his own, and it looks like that's the case as everybody's starting to back up.
Of course, we are seeing the, as you mentioned, Gabe, the backup.
It's an offensive face mask, says the referee. That's not 10 yards, that's 15. Back him way up now.
Don't get many of those, right? The face mask on offense.
Normally you see that when somebody's doing a stiff arm. You don't really see that on an offensive line or even just a simple blocking play because you're instructed to keep your hands right around the shoulder pads, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. Stay within the framework of the pads and you'll probably be okay. That'll back him up quite a bit. So it is now first down in Canada for the Pelican Rapids offense. You've got 2 receivers on the far side.
Hey,
and
Canada's
again,
not that far away.
a triple option here once again. This toss again, I believe, goes to Roosman. And he gets about 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage here to the 35.
That was a very cool play call. It was a fake little RPO initially, and then they flanked Roosman out to the right. So Hovland ran a couple yards beyond the line of scrimmage, then pitched it back. That's almost a Air Force style option offense, one of those military school ways they running an option play. That's harder than it looks, and they are able to get 11 on that play.
You see teams like Oregon do that. Liberty used to run that as well the last couple years, and Malik Willis was there. Is now on second down. There's a nice carry from Mark Kapinga, who gets the first down and more across midfield. Kapinga gets out near the 40-yard line and into Pirate territory on a big gainer there. We'll call that a 35-yard run.
That was a great tackle there by Lubinsky, chasing him down, because if he didn't get that edge, he would have been very much unable to stop him in general. So nice job getting that stop.
Well, it's a 25-yard run. My math is not mathing tonight, as it usually is not, but that's okay. As we have whistles blow and a Pirate timeout called. It'll be their first of the half. Let's go ahead and take one with them. Pelican Rapids up 40-0 here on Crookston. We're back after this on KROX.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
And we're back at KROX Radio Stadium. Just a few more seconds left in this timeout. Zach Thomas here alongside Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee, Blake Fee in here running the camera as well. And it has been a fun night for the crowd. It has not been a fun night for the Pirates. They are down 40-0 to Pelican Rapids in this one.
They were starting to play a little bit better on defense. They caused that fumble earlier. They were able to draw a penalty, that offensive face mask. But once again, these big plays for Pelican Rapids. That's their 5th play over 20 yards today. And it's their first one on the ground.
Yep, so we've seen a lot of the option attack here in this series from McLean Hovland and the Pelican Rapids offense. This time, just a handoff up the middle on first down as Mark Kapinga tries to run through some tacklers, and he does get the first down and a gain of about 12 on that one.
Yeah, they'll give him 11 up to the 29, but he refused to go down. Got hit initially right around the, looks like it was right around the 35. He just kept churning and churning. Ended up with 6 more yards for a gain of 11 and a first down.
It'll be another first down for Pelican Rapids. They've been moving the chains very efficiently tonight. 2 receivers on either side. And once again, a handoff to Kapinga. Kapinga breaks away, has some space to run down the sideline, and it is a Pelican Rapid touchdown for Mark Kapinga, his second on the season. 29 yards out, and lightning strikes for the Vikings.
Yeah, and that's once again, as I mentioned, the big play. It's now 6 plays with more than 20 yards on it. 5 of those have gone for more than 30.
So now with 5:15 to go, the scoreboard reads 46-0 in this third quarter. Looks like we're going for 2 here, our Pelican Rapids. Bit of a low snap. It's on the turf, and he's just going to have to fall on this one, does McLean Hovland. So the 2-point try will be no good. That's been a familiar theme tonight, but no less, the score still reads 46-0 in favor of the Vikings over the Pirates. 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. We are back after this on KROX.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
KROX Radio Stadium is now. Our YouTube stream's back up here. 5:15 to go in the third quarter, and if you're just joining us, now the second string for Pelican Rapids has entered the box score. It was a 29-yard run from Mark Kapinga to tack on another touchdown here for the Vikings.
And a quick scoreboard update through 3 quarters of play. Fertile Beltrami beating Winnimac 51-8.
Is that all?
Nevis, number 1 ranked. Fertile Beltrami is 3. Nevis is leading 46-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. Kick is underway. It'll be returned now as Perala gets out to about the 30, but no further, as he's stopped by a host of Viking tacklers. There in the mix was Isaac Bergreen.
And a couple a possible upset, if you want to call it that. Warren Alvarado Oslo leading Goodrich Grigla, the number 9th team and 9-man, 18-14. And Kitson County Central's leading Stephen Argyle 20-14 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter on that game.
You know, Gabe, we were at the Fertile Beltrami game last week against Warren Alvarado Oslo. Those kids can play. I mean, they didn't have a lot going for them. Maybe some unfortunate mistakes as far as turnovers go in that one, but those ponies can run, let's just say.
Yeah, Coach Gullickson was saying if they can limit the turnovers, they can hang with anybody, and that's, if they're limiting the turnovers in that game, that might be a crucial reason why.
It's proven true there tonight. 5:03 to go here in Crookston. Pirates back on offense, now trailing 46-0 as we're in the third quarter of play. It'll be Lubinsky to throw. Has some space to work. Lubinsky breaks some ankles, gets out to the 40, has some space, the first down and more. Lubinsky down the sideline, steps out of bounds, and the crowd is now starting to get back in it after the big gaining run from the quarterback, Tegan Lubinsky.
About 24 yards on that first down and 10, and that's the explosiveness that he can bring at any given time. That's the first time that the Vikings have let Lubinsky get outside like that at all, but it all starts with him running inside. That's what's been working. If you're able to get into the middle and get some space, Pelican Rapids gets a little thrown out of whack, and then you're able to bounce it outside. Nice job there by Lubinsky.
And remember when we're talking about how close the Barnesville-Hawley game was? Well, as they do, Barnesville does. They wear people down. They lead Hawley 32-7 halfway through the third quarter of that one.
Another first down for the Pirates. Slot to either side, and Lubinsky dropped the snap, but picks it back up. Lubinsky now trying to work with his legs again. Steps back across from a guy, and he will get down to the line of scrimmage after trying to work to the sidelines again. On the tackle that time, I saw a couple of different defenders. I think I saw a 58 Austin Kleinschmidt in there on the stop.
Yeah, we also in there as well. Had big 62 Finn Stewart, 6'4", 250-pound junior there in the middle. He was also helping out on that stop.
And not a small man. Coach Eli Bey said that if there was one thing that Crookston had more of than Pelican Rapids, it would be the size. But size maybe isn't mattering here tonight. The smaller bodies from Pelican Rapids able to make things work, maybe able to move a bit easier in some conditions. 4:06 to go here in the third quarter. 3-receiver set, another pass on the way. This one here, a screen to Tate Hamry, and a flag is out. And Hamry will work over to the first down, but a concerning sight as Lubenski's grabbing at his ankle.
He got drilled at the end of that play. That flag threw immediately, so all signs point to roughing the passer. He's back up now. It's a good sign, and that was a gain of 13 up to the 33 on that screen pass. And there's the roughing the passer penalty, so add 15 more to that, and all of a sudden, Crookston's in the red zone.
Yep, and we'll see what that does for Lubenski as far as his ability to, create with his legs. Of course, you never want to see anybody go down, but Lubenski, he's been the offense this season, to say the least. Tim and Hamry both have really been the offense, and to see him go down for a moment certainly gives a lot of us a scare, but happy to see him back up and moving. As he's walking a little bit slowly, not necessarily a limp, but trying to walk this one
looks like
off.
he's shaking it off. That's good.
It's a tough kid.
And just like this is almost a carbon copy of that Frazee game, you get late into this game when it's virtually out of reach, and then they start moving the ball. But Lubenski making some plays there. Let's see if they can get on the board and knock this goose egg off the scoreboard here.
Then the score is 46-0 in favor of Pelican Rapids right now. 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. Of course, if it is a 35-point game, we'll have a running clock in the fourth quarter. I believe is the mercy rule here in Minnesota.
Now getting louder here.
I backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. It's a handoff up the gut. Rylan Lebarski bowls a man over, down to the 2. Gain of 13 yards on the carry for the big fullback.
And of course, the one man that was able to stop him down there was able to make a play on it. Tate Marich, the free safety, the only man to stop Lebarski on that run. Needed 18 and up with 16. It'll be first and goal at the 2.
I think the run threat from Lubenski is starting to make the Viking defense start to spread out a bit more, which creates the lanes inside. As now the Pirates break huddle once again. It's Zach Lee in the backfield as Ariaga is getting looked at on the bench for the moment. Lubenski under center. This time, almost handed off again on the end around, and that's a touchdown for Crookston. Rylan Lebarski in the end zone, diving across the white stripe, and the Pirates at long last are on the board, making the score 46-6.
Tremendous play call. Little jet sweep inside end around there to Lebarski. Tucks behind the tackle and scores from 2 yards out.
First ever Pirate touchdown at KROX Radio Stadium.
And that will go to Rylan Lebarski. Pirates here look like they're going to go for 2 as now
Why wouldn't you?
Weiland's going to check in here in place of Lebarski, who's had a couple big carries in a row.
Yeah, Lebarski's been shaken up a few times, and he was looking over at the sidelines, hitting himself on the top of the helmet, saying, I need a break here. Yeah, he worked hard on that drive.
2-back set. Zachary gets the carry. Is he there?
Not quite.
They're going to say no good on the try. Ali maybe a couple inches short on the 2-point try. Leave the score where it is, 46-6, but the Pirates finally score a touchdown off a 2-yard run from Rylan Lebarski. Let's take a break. We're back after this on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
And we're back at KROX Radio Stadium as we see the harvest moon rising over the far sidelines. A bit of a, it was like a waning gibbous right now. We're in the phase there between full and half, but some good moonlight here as it's been a beautiful night for high school football here. in Crookston at KROX Radio Stadium. Scoreboard, however, not as pretty.
Does somebody have a calendar with the different names of moons, waxing crescent, and every day you get a new term?
I will not confirm or deny that statement.
Are you telling me, Chris, that you don't walk around with a moon calendar on you every day?
I got rid of it a couple years ago.
I see. The kickoff is short and bounces. It's picked up again by Kapinga. It's Mark Kapinga this time, and he is grabbed down a bit high, and finally, after dragging 3 defenders to midfield, gets it down. Pelican Rapids, they lead 46-6 over Crookston here. Pirates just scored. First touchdown here at the new stadium for the Pirates went to Rylan Labarski on a 2-yard end around, which got the goose egg off the board for the moment. And, well, Pelican Rapids will start at midfield here to start this possession. Zach Thomas here, Gabe Bishop, Chris Field on the sidelines. Well, it's been a fun night here. Again, despite the score being what it is, we've gotten everything from big hits to turnovers to moon phases to touchdowns to interceptions. It's been a bit of everything here tonight, as we have seen so far. And as the Pelican Rapids offense breaks huddle, we'll see what they decide to do here on first down. It's been a lot of this ground and pound attack here in the second half as the backup quarterback, McLean Hovland, has been in there. One back in the backfield this time. Hovland will hand it off to him. It is once again Mark Kapinga, who breaks away. Nobody's going to catch him. The referee to beat. Kapinga evades a dive. Touchdown, Pelican Rapids. A 50-yard run from Mark Kapinga.
On a 50-yard touchdown run.
Virtually untouched through the first level. And then that was good pursuit to try and run him down at the very end. Get a hand on him, try and trip him up. But no dice. And interesting thing to point out, his first 6 carries were for 46 yards and a touchdown. His last 2 carries, 80 yards and 2 scores.
So he's got a hat trick tonight is what I'm hearing. He's had himself a very big game. And now it looks like we're going to try a point after here. It'll be Salazar on to attempt the point after.
0 for 1 on these so far.
The kick is up. This one is good.
The kick is good.
Extends the lead now to 53-6. 2:54 left to go in the third quarter. Let's take another break. We're back after this on KROX.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
And we're back here at KROX Radio Stadium here. 2:54 to go in the third quarter. The Pirates trail Pelican Rapids by a score of 53-6, following a 50-yard touchdown run from Mark Kapinga.
Pirate football / moon phases. Orders for Northwest Minnesota.
I guess so. I remember third grade science class a little bit better than I care to admit. Kickoff's on the way here from Salazar. This one is a high and short pooch kick here, and Pelican Rapids tries to dive on it. The ball is live on a kickoff, and we'll see who ends up coming up on the bottom of the scrum here.
I didn't see who got there.
Initially, one of the Vikings dove on it.
And then he missed it.
So I
think Crookston's got it, yep. It's one of those plays that I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. Kind of the longer onside kick.
Yep. We're still waiting for the signal here, but it looks like the Pirate offense is.
Yep, that's Pirate ball. They got it
on
at
the
30.
Field, so. Yep, or no, they're going to say it is Viking ball. So.
Oh, it is? Wow.
Yep, it's Viking ball. So again, it's a fair ball. It's a live ball on the kickoff. Pelican Rapids taking advantage on that opportunity at the long onside, and it works out for them. They're going to bring everybody in tight the formation here. One back in the backfield behind McLean Hovland. This one here is a handoff right up the gut. Again, it is going to be Kapinga, and he pushes the pile forward for, we'll call it
2 on that one.
2, yep. Wasn't a lot there.
Stops his streak of consecutive runs with a touchdown, and it's these little moments here, even as you're at the end of the third quarter moving into the fourth, just get some stops, add them up, just continue to do that, and you'll able to walk out of this game with a little bit more positivity.
Clock ticks down to 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. One back in the formation. It is a handoff to him once again. I believe this is a different running back here. I didn't get a number on him at the moment. Nope, it's going to be Roosman. Shannon Roosman's back there for the carry.
On the carry for the Vikings.
And he's going to get a pretty good gain there. He's near the first down marker, but not quite there.
He actually had his knee hit the ground near the 30, near the 26. So they're making it down to the 26. So it's 3rd down and 6 to go here. Couple runs of just 2 yards. What can you do now? How can you get this play to 4th down? But first, we're going to have a timeout called by Pelican Rapids.
Yep, Pelican Rapids timeout means we're going to take a timeout as well. We're back in 30 seconds on KROX.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
We're back at KROX Radio Stadium. First timeout called by Pelican Rapids. They've got a pretty big lead here, 53-6 over Crookston. About a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here on the call this evening on KROX and, of course, on YouTube as well. For those of you guys watching live stream tonight, we appreciate you watching, listening, wherever it is you are this evening, whether that be here in the stadium or over the air or online this evening. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 from the Pirate 26. Pelican Rapids recovered an onside kick well into Pirate territory. They'll come out now with one back in the backfield. They have a wing and a couple receivers out to the left-hand side. This will be a handoff again, nearing the 1st down and pushing forward is Lucas Verdorn, who typically would play wide receiver or slot receiver, but in the backfield for this carry.
Looks like they're going to mark him a yard shy.
Yeah, he's near the marker, but not quite there. And on 4th down with a big lead and the clock winding down, I mean, offense stays out there, may as well. Looks like we're going to have a stack formation at the wide receivers to the far side. We're going to have a back in the backfield on the left of the quarterback, and this will be another quick snap and up the gut. Good enough for a 1st down carry.
That was Verdorn again. Little fullback inside from the shotgun and able to run for 3 when they needed 1 and another 1st down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Gabe, I think that might have been a direct snap to him.
I thought it was a handoff. Looked like that ball was handed off there by Hovland.
It was very quick action either way, but it is it's Hovland and Verdorn back there in the backfield. And Verdorn gets the carry once again, this time plunging forward for about 6.
Lucas Verdorn on the carry for the Vikings.
He gets down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14, as the clock now ticks down to 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Vikings lead 53-6 here. It's going to be Grady Kingbird, the nose guard for Crookston, coming to the sidelines for a moment. 2 backs in the backfield once again on the 2nd down. This one here will go inside again to Verdorn. And that'll be the last play of the half, as they'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And that is where we will end this third quarter. Vikings lead 53-6 over Crookston. We are back after this on KROX.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The start of the fourth quarter of play. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee here. Quick Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for you. The Twins and Red Sox are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Boston has runners on 2nd and 3rd right now. So maybe not the situation we'll be in, but at least the score is tied at the moment there in Boston. Here in Crookston, however, it is not a tie. In fact, it's far from it. The score is 53-6 in favor of Pelican Rapids. They've got 3rd and 4 in the red zone. This will be a handoff once again. Bouncing outside is the running back Verdorn. And Verdorn gets down to about the 5-yard line. That'll be well past the first down marker. It'll be 1st and goal here for the Vikings.
A complete polar opposite to the first half, as one would expect. All passes in that first half. Now it's ground and pound here in the second half.
Quick scoreboard update. Fergus Falls leads East Grand Forks 21-6 with 7 minutes left in the game there.
Thank you, Chris. As we're now at a 47-point differential, the clock will run, and there is a carry for Verdorn. Is he in the end zone? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Pelican Rapids. 4-yard run from Lucas Verdorn. That'll be his first touchdown of the season. And that extends the lead now to 59-6. As the point after team appears, you're running onto the field here, led by Salazar, the kicker.
Everything's been turning up Pelican Rapids throughout the course of the evening. First half, it's been the air raid. Now it's been the heavy run scheme, and whatever they want to do, it's been working.
It'll be McLean Hovland to hold, as Kelly maybe got a bit of an early jump there, and that kick was no good. I'm not sure if it was blocked or just hit wrong, but it looked like it went in the head of one of the offensive linemen there. Regardless, the point after is no good, so the score stays the same here at 59-6 with 11:35 to go here in the game. So
yeah, he ended up hitting that ball off the top of it, and it just went directly. It was either the center or the guy right to the left of him, right off the back of his helmet.
Of course, we just came out of break, so we'll just keep it right here as the looks like the return team is already on the field for Crookston. The kickoff unit's still making their way over for Pelican Rapids, and I think some of the Pirates realized that with the fourth quarter they have to change sides, so some guys on the far side of the field need to be on the near side of the field, or pardon me, the north side versus the south side, so they're making their way to the south end of the field for the kickoff return play here, as now the Pelican Rapids kicking unit will come out now.
Well, we just saw an onside kick. What are the odds it happens again?
Yep, so 2 consecutive scoring drives here for Pelican Rapids without Crookston touching it. It'll be Salazar to put the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. He will walk back away from it. Puts his wrapped up arm in the air. And Salazar will kick this one away. Again, it's another high kick. This one's fielded by the Pirates near the 40 at about the 38. Tackle down, and looks like we have just a bit of a scrum there for it again, but ball stays tight in the hands of the returner this time. So we heard a ball from the 40. Clock's starting to roll again. It is a running clock situation as we are now in a 53-point differential. As some of the stands here are starting to clear out, but still a lot of folks here. The pep band has since left. Everybody else appears to still be in their seats for the time being. So now the clock ticks down to 11 minutes to go.
The Twins got out of the bottom of the 8th without giving up a run, so it's 1-1 going into the 9th.
Thank you, Chris. Pause up there for Twins fans.
Well, let's change what's happened the last 2 times we've had into this late part of the game.
Gabe, way to jinx it.
There's no such thing as an announcer's jinx.
Is there an announcer's jinx for a game you're not calling? That is the question.
Just a team that can't finish when it matters.
So we had a timeout called here, I believe. Well, I didn't see who called it. We're looking away from the officials, but it'll be a Pelican Rapids timeout. Thank you again, Blake. So let's go ahead and take them with them. We're back in 30 seconds on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses. We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
And we are back at KROX Radio Stadium. 10:40 to go in the game. Pelican Rapids has a 59-6 lead over Crookston here in this fourth quarter of play. Pirates on offense. It'll be a fumble on the first handoff as Lubensky couldn't get it to Hamry cleanly. There are 3 Vikings in the pile, but they're going to say Crookston dove on it instead.
I have no idea how Crookston recovered that ball. It looked like that was all Vikings down there, but somehow it found the hands of a Pirate.
I think it was one of those cases where the Viking player wasn't expecting the ball to be right there and just sort of overleaped it, I think.
So now the clock ticks down to 10:09 to go in the game. It's 2nd and 14 for Crookston on their own 36-yard line.
Oh, you'll take the fact that you still got the ball.
In Pelican Rapids, a lot of clean, bright white jerseys out there.
Of course, on the turf field, the jerseys are going to be typically a bit cleaner, as you're going to get pellets instead of grass stains. On 2nd down, it's a handoff up the gut. Labarski has some space to work. Rylan Labarski gets across the 40, and he gets a first down and a gain of about 24 on the run.
That's exactly what Labarski is able to do. Get him into open space, and he shows that fullbacks can move too. He's got a lot of wheels behind him, able to take off and get 23 yards is what they'll mark it officially. Great run by Labarski.
A quicker fullback is something a lot of teams would like to have, and Rylan Labarski is certainly that, as he will come to the sideline and be handed a Gatorade bottle almost immediately on his way out.
We see Brody Peterson in for Pelican Rapids at a linebacker spot.
9:12 to go in the game. First down for the Pirates from the 41. It'll be a play-action keeper here for Lubensky. He went back, he was going to hand it off, took it himself. Not sure if that was designed or if he just missed the handoff, but either way, it'll be good enough for a Pirate, first down.
CJ, I should remember this from basketball. Fahey, I think it is.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Yep, CJ Coach Beach said it was pronounced Fay the other day, but Fahey or Fay, regardless, it was number 18 for Pelican Rapids on the stop there.
And also Charlie Stubbs out there, another fresh.
Yep, a lot of younger players making their way into the game in the final stages, as it's another first down run for the Pirates, and
Lubensky kept
it. Doesn't go too far. Gets down to what looks like the 28-yard line, so it'll be a gain of about 2 or 3 on the run.
Yeah, Jackson Heinzelman and Brody Peterson in on the tackle for Pelican Rapids there.
Now inside of 8 minutes to go here in the game. Moon rising here above the stadium as well, the Pirates just trying to sell this in a way. It looks like not a ton of urgency here. Chance for both sides maybe get some younger players in the game, get some reps as they need. I formation on 2nd down. It's a handoff to the running back. I believe that was
Ali.
Ali on the carry. Zach Ali. Gets maybe a yard on that.
No gain on the play.
The officials are going to put the ball down at the 28, so no gain officially. 3rd and 7 on the way. And the run fits have been there at times. They have not been there at other times. It's been more of the latter, unfortunately, for Crookston here tonight. And as now we're looking at 3rd down, and now they're saying, well, the ball is spotted in the same place. Scoreboard says he lost a yard, but it should really be 3rd and 7 from the 28.
Yep, 3rd down and 7 here. Let's see what they choose to do.
Never trust the scoreboard.
Yep, so 3rd and 7 coming up here, according to the chain gang. Those guys are always right. As it'll be another handoff to Ali out of the I formation. Nope, Lubensky's going to keep himself. Flood pass, tries to find Hamry. He does. Hamry gets down to the 10-yard line. A nice play on 3rd down. And a completion for the Pirates. And some cheers and applause coming from the Pirates sideline. It'll be a first down for Crookston.
Man, did they need that. Get a play out into the open field, get Hamry into some space, send him just into some open gaps. And after 17 yards, first down. It looks like it's on the 11, I believe.
Now 6:24 to go in the ball game. Pirates trail 59-6, trying to cut into this lead a bit. If for nothing else, just to maybe feel a bit better about this one, take some positive away from it. This has been a promising drive for Crookston so far, as they'll line up on the far hash mark with one receiver to either side, and again, 2 backs in the backfield. Under center is Lubensky. Toss outside to Ali. Ali has space. Ali cuts back. Ali trying to get to the end zone, and he is going to be marked a little bit short, but he does get the first down.
He's going to be shy of the first down. They're going to mark it at, well, they should mark it at about the 2. We'll see where they mark it, though. Yep, they'll mark it back at the 2, so it's a yard shy of the first down.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1, but not 2nd and goal because, well, they can still get a first down without getting a touchdown. Although it'll be very difficult to do that at this point. 5:30 to go here in this game. Pirates break huddle again from the far hash.
Crowd cheering them on. They really want to get another score here on the board.
I formation in the backfield, 1 receiver out to either side. Let's hand off up the gut. Labarski is met at the line and pushed backward.
Boy, he was, as he said, hit right at the line, and he was pushed back, and I think it might be a loss of a yard on the play.
If that's the case, it would bring up a 3rd down and 2 from the 3-yard line.
They actually lost 2 yards on that. They're marking it at the 4.
So that'll bring up now 3rd and 3 from the 4. Still 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable, but sniffing the goal line of the Pirates, they want to have one here. Again, if for no other reason than just to feel a bit better about the way things ended here this evening. It'll be once again 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver out to either side and a tight end on the far side. This one here goes off to Ali. Ali has space. Zach Ali gets down. He is trapped down near the first down marker. Did he get there?
It looks like they're going to mark it at the 2.
All right, so then that would make it 4th and 1 from the 2, and you figure
there's no real choice here.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
We've seen Crookston go for it on about every 4th down that they've been in the right side of the field.
Well, they haven't kicked.
Yeah, they have not kicked yet. As Chris was trying to say there before the mic cut, but Pirate offense huddles back up. And we'll see what they decide to do here on this 4th and 1. Now 4 minutes and counting left in the game. Down big, 59-6 on the near hash. 1 receiver out wide to either side. 2 backs in the backfield in the strong eye. Lubinski wants to pass, now drifting outside. Lubinski stiff arms a man, and he is going to trot into the end zone.
Yep, he's in.
And that is officially a Pirate touchdown, a 2-yard run from the quarterback, Tegan Lubinski. Took a second for the signal, but he juked a couple guys, walked outside, and strolls on in for the score, making it now 59-12.
Yeah, he broke.
Yeah, I'll fill in with what. Oh, Chris, we got you back?
Just go.
Yeah, he was trying to break a couple tackles, trying to move to the outside of the edge. It looks like he was going to primarily throw to start, but then towards the end, he realized he had a gap to the outside, had to take it, and did so, able to get into the end zone. Well done.
So the clock stopped with 3:36 to go in the game. 2-point try on the way from Crookston. This one here will be a handoff to Ali in the backfield. They faked it to Labarski, but Ali was met for a loss, so the try will be no good. But hey, the Pirates score again. 59-12 is your score. 3:36 to go in the game. Let's take another quick break. We're back after this on KROX. And I pressed the button a bit early there, but we are back a few seconds earlier than expected. That's okay. 3:36 to go here in the ball game between Crookston and Park Rapids, and Park Rapids has a massive lead, 59-12. But hey, Crookston scored a moment ago. Tegan Lubinski, the quarterback, had a bit of a scramble to the far sideline and ran it in from 3 yards out to cut in the deficit just a little bit here.
Well, Pelican Rapids and Hawley, I would assume, well, and Park Rapids as well, they're going to be fighting for that number 2 seed. It's those 3 teams are really, after that, it's pretty well cut and dry that everybody's going to be fighting for the bottom 3 seeds after those teams, or 4 seeds. But right now, every game's a big game because of the QRF for Pelican Rapids.
All right, so on the kickoff, it'll be returned from about the 15-yard line, and chopped down across the 31 will be Trey Dockin, the freshman.
Well, and the big thing is you want to be the 2 or 3 seed. You definitely don't want to be the 4 seed because you don't want to have to see Barnesville until the championship.
Yeah, you're right about that. And Barnesville, of course, they've been dominant for a long time. They actually played against Pelican Rapids last week, a game they won 30-18. And it was 30-0 at halftime in that one in favor of Barnesville. But they As you mentioned earlier in the game, they like to wear teams out early. And, well, we'll see how they do the rest of the year. But you figure it'll be Barnesville 1 and everybody else is trying to chase them in the final standings. Back to the action here. Clock ticks down to 2:50 to go here in the game. A late substitution for Crookston runs on the field as there's a high snap as Trey Dawkins now in at quarterback, and he will just have to fall on this one as he slides down and gets back up. So it'll be second down and a little bit longer, second and abouts. We'll call it, well, when they get the marker in place here, about 5-yard loss.
Gonna bring up second down.
It should be second and 14, second and 15.
And 15.
As the ball is spotted back at the 34-yard line.
As long as they don't turn it over, even though they got close there, everything's okay. No harm, no foul.
Clock now ticks to 2:15. This is another handoff inside. There's some space to work there for another new face in the game. That is the running back, Mark Roysum, number 32.
Carries out to the
Roysum gets a lot of that yardage back. He's out now to the 32-yard line.
In fact, he got every bit of that lost yardage back, so they'll have a 3rd and 10 as Meyer brought him down.
Blaine Meyer on the stop, and a handful of new faces in for both sides here as the game wears on. The score is not close. You see the bodies get smaller, the numbers change, and some faces that are usually not on the field in the fourth quarter of a varsity football game. It's another handoff and swarmed in the backfield once again as Roysum. He's down at the 20. And he's a bit slow to get up, is Mark Roysum. And whistles will blow as the training staff will come and tend to him. Leading this game here, 59-12 Vikings lead, but an injured player. We're going to take a break. We're back after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Radio Stadium here in Crookston. Mark Roysum, the injured Viking, walking off the field with the help of one of the trainers, but glad to see him up and moving. It'll be 4th down and long, 4th and 15 from the Viking 27 after that, and it'll be the first punt of the evening coming up for Pelican Rapids. They lead 59-12. We're in a running clock situation, so we're now down to 1:10 to go in the game. This punt is high. It is an end-over-end kick. It bounces down at around the 48-yard line in Pirate territory. So a minute to go, clock running, maybe have time for a couple of plays.
Yeah, Mauricio Arriaga, he really wanted to try to scoop that up, but the coaches were yelling poison, poison, so he had to get away. But you could tell just in his eyes, he really wanted to go grab that.
The word here is poison. I've heard a lot of teams use the phrase Peter before to run away from the ball, but either way, the sentiment is Sam, get away from it on the kick. Don't do anything dumb. 35 seconds to kind of go. Pirates will huddle up here for maybe the final play or two of this game. They trail 59-12. And, well, will they even get a snap-off? As now we have some mass substitutions coming. Zach Lee's coming in. A couple of the linemen are coming off, now down to 20 seconds. And looks like a bit of confusion here on the Pirates side as we're now down to 14 seconds to go and what is likely going to be the final play of the game. It'll be Lee, the quarterback, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to either side. Ali takes the snap. It's a bit of a flea flicker there, and Ali's just going to keep it himself. He gets near the first down, and he is decked, and that will do it. Final score in this one, 29-12. Pelican Rapids gets the win over Crookston. After we got down to the 49 on that final carry for 14 yards. And, well, I believe it's time for us to go on ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll give you some postgame coverage and so we can get an interview here with Nate Labarski of the Pirates. We're back after this on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
Speech.
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And we are back at KROX Radio Stadium. Again, your final score here, Pelican Rapids defeats Crookston 59-12. Zach Thomas, Gabe Bishop, Chris Fee working the sidelines this evening. We have Blake Fee on camera this evening. And, well, it's been a bit of a tough game throughout, a tough season for the Pirates so far, but still a lot of positives here as the Pirates are huddled up in the far end zone. But while we have a chance, let's go ahead and get a quick Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for what's going on today. Again, we have our score here, 59-12, Pelican Rapids defeating Crookston in the high school football match you just listened to or watched, depending on where you're listening and watching from this evening. Still don't have a final update from the Twins and the Red Sox. Last we heard it was 1-1, top 9. I think Gabe's going to look for that real quick. We do have an update from UMC Volleyball. Their game against Bemidji State State was canceled. UMC Women's Soccer was on the road at Bemidji State. They lost 3-0 in that game. Men's and women's cross country from UMC were both at the Roy Gryak meet at the University of Minnesota D2 and D3 race. This morning at 10:45 a.m. UMC women placed 19th out of 25 teams. Madison Hilliard, the junior from Jacksonville, North Carolina, led at UMC, placing 59th out of 303 runners.
Yeah, quick update. Ronnie Henriquez came into the game for the Twins. This time got a stop. Struck out Wilmer Abreu with runners on second and third and 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. So we're heading into extras again between Minnesota and Boston tied up at 1.
Oh, boy.
At least it's not Cleveland.
I was going to say don't now, but at least it's not Cleveland.
Cleveland has the best in Major League Baseball, and coming from or late inning come from behind victories.
Yeah, they also lead in extra innings and in total. So
good riddance.
Done with them for the rest of the year. We'll take that.
Well, hopefully they see him again.
Yep.
Well, with that, we'll digress. Go back again to the UMC men's cross-country team. They also placed 19th out of 25 teams, and their individual leader was Noah Revels, a sophomore from Farmington, Minnesota, who finished 103rd out of 358 runners. We have a few other football scores to give you. Final from Winnemac. Frodo Beltrami advances to 4-0. They win 59-8 at Winnemac this evening. Goodrich Griglet edges out a close win over Warren Alvarado Oslo, 20-18. Stephen Argyle gets a close one at Kitson County Central, 22-20. Detroit Lakes beats Thief River Falls, 34-6. Monoman Waban wins 36-6 over Bakley this evening. Badger Green Bush Middle River, wins 29-12 at the Northern Freeze. Looks like Black Duck got a 36-28 win over Big Fork. They get their first win of the season. And then the one, maybe the most brutal score of the evening, Mountain Iron Bull defeats Castle Lake Bena 88-6 in some high school football action. Those are the scores we have right now. Of course, we'll keep updating those on our KROX sports schedule page online at KROXAM.com. Let's toss now to Gabe for some final stats this evening.
I'll also give you a couple more football scores that I've got right here. Frazee, they defeated War Road 34-24. That was a good game between those two teams. And as I scroll down here, Barnesville, 2 minutes left in the fourth. They're defeating Hawley 46-21. And that's where it stands in that game at the moment. So credit where credit's due to Hawley. They tried to hang around as best they could, but it's borderline impossible with Barnesville at the current moment. But for now, let's take a look at the final stats. First for Crookston, Tegan Lubinsky through the air. He went 6 for 13 for 71 yards and an interception. On the ground, he had 20 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. Rylan Labarski, 5 carries of his own for 40 yards and a touchdown as well. Those 6 completions, 2 of them went to Tate Henry for 30 yards. 2 of them went to Rylan Labarski for 17 yards. And then one of them went to Parker Kelly, and then one of them went to Perala for 18 yards. 3 penalties for 25 yards, 5 punts for 134 is where Crookston ends up, and they had that one interception and then 1 fumble that they recovered on their own. As for Pelican Rapids, it was their day. They did not throw a pass in that second half. Grady Larson, 6 for 9, 196 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Mark Kapenga on the ground, he was great. 9 carries, 128 yards, and 3 scores. Grady Larson on the ground had 3 carries for 10 yards and a fumble lost. And then they also had a touchdown on the ground here, as I was messing up my names here, from Jack Kapenga as well. So 27 yards on 6 carries for him. Through the air, 2 receiving touchdowns from Benson from 76 yards. That 65-yard touchdown bomb as well. And then 1 to Torres for 28 yards. Can't forget the punt return, as the punt return touchdown by Iceman for 60 yards to cap off that 40-point first half. Penalties, there were a lot of them for Pelican Rapids. If there's something that they would have to change, penalties is definitely going to have to be the one for that. 6 of them for 57 yards. They also lost the turnover battle 2-1. Had 1 punt at the very end of the game. Ended up for 19 yards. So that has been a look at some of the individual final stats. Of course, we will have the individual stats and the team cumulative stats, as well as the story, the pictures, coach's interview, and more, all on our website, KROXAM.com. Click on sports. That'll be coming up just a little bit later on tonight, right after we wrap this one up.
All right, thank you, Gabe, for the check of the stats here. It looks like Coach Labarski is still down in the end zone talking to his team. So let's take another break here, and we'll get up here in the booth here sooner rather than later. We're back after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work. and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and
I
science.
guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley. With a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery list, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And we're back here at KROX Radio Stadium for one more time from the post-game report here. Crookston would fall to Park Rapids this evening, 59-12. Zach Thomas here, and I'm joined now by Pirates head coach Nate Wabarski. And Coach, well, I just want to hear your thoughts first off.
Well, like we said at halftime, getting tired of talking about the same old thing. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of hearing it as well. And, we're getting tired of saying it. But that is what happened in the first half, so we'll live in reality. And, we need to get better. We got beat up tonight. And not like we have a lot of injuries. We just physically got beat in a lot of spots and a lot of areas. So I would say with this game right here, that's probably the most frustrating part.
Right, and there were some good things you saw tonight. You guys seem to come out firing on offense, able to move the ball a bit. So just tell me about, sort of the first couple of drives and how you guys are able to move the ball up front.
Yeah, and that's the thing that, it helped, obviously, getting a first down early and being able to hold on to the football a little bit, in the first quarter, which is, yes, it's better than we've done in the past, and so that's a good thing. The problem is then we turn around and we give up chunk plays on defense and we give up scores, and all of a sudden now the score kind of gets away from you. We stay 12-0 for a while, and we're not moving the ball very well on offense, and then we're turning around putting our defense on the field. After that first initial drive, we did a pretty good job of keeping them on the sidelines for a little bit, and then we can't sustain that. So and they're scoring in chunk plays, and they have good athletes, and we're not staying with them, and it's a cycle, right? But you're putting your defense out there too much as well. Your offense isn't helping your defense.
What were some of the other positives you saw tonight?
What I thought, we had some younger players step up into the game, and for us, didn't miss a beat. Is that always good? No, not really. But they're stepping in and getting some snaps. So possibly building a little bit of depth for the future, which we'll need here in future games. So I thought the young guys that stepped in there, Mason Reitmeyer, nice interception in the end zone. Lucas Helgson with some good tackles interior wise, and he's an oversized kid, but works hard. And yeah, there are some other players too that came up and made tackles on defense, and we're looking to be able to sustain our blocks up front. Though we have to be able to run the football, and can we throw the ball? Sure we can. Would we like to throw it as much as we do? No, not really. We want to be able to establish a run game and then throw off of that, and we haven't been able to do that yet.
Right, in the second half, the offense started to get going a bit more. You guys were able to put a couple of points on the board, a couple of touchdowns. Just to walk me through some of those scoring drives, what are the things your team did well on those possessions, and how did you guys end up finding the end zone?
Well, I mean, obviously they've got some first drive we scored on. They probably have some older kids in there still, which we talked about it here at the end of the game. Like, yeah, we've done some really good things in the second half of games, and it was no different tonight. When we block aggressively, when we keep moving our feet, we keep staying on blocks. It makes the run game better, right? It just does. That's the only way you can run the football. And granted, they were loading the box sometimes, but we have to grind out some yards too and not take negative plays. And I thought we took too many negative plays tonight, as opposed to even games that we were playing before. So in the second half, we weren't. We were moving the ball, being able to run the ball some. And there again, you'll see it. I mean, when you're able to run the ball, then play action pass works. If it's the other way around, you're not fooling anybody. So, that part of your pass game, when you want to throw it, is kind of out the window if you can't establish a run.
All right, Coach. So moving forward, you guys got to go up to Roseau next week.
We
not an easy game by any means. What are some things you want to try to clean up from this game tonight to take in the next week?
We are still searching. I know we're 4 games into the season now, 4 games past, and we're still searching for kids that want to play aggressively and can do it for 4 quarters. We saw glimpses of it tonight, but just few and far between, right? So we need to take a step in the right direction, and we need to improve our football education, especially for some of our younger guys too. We need to know the game. We need to be around the game. That's why them playing a little bit tonight is helpful. They're going to make some mistakes because they're younger. But quite honestly, we have some mistakes from our older guys too that we really need to clean up. So we need to find aggressiveness. We need to be able to play that way for 4 quarters. And up to this point in the season, we have not been able to do that.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No, I think we're good. Thanks a lot.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for coming by after this one. Again, that's Coach Nate Lebarski of the Crookston Pirates here on KROX in our postgame show, following a 59-12 loss to Pelican Rapids. Coach, thanks again for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Well, thanks a lot, Zach.
All right, and with that, that's going to just about wrap things up here for the moment. And Gabe, get you back on the headset here, and we'll get some final thoughts from you as well. Gabe Bishop rejoining us.
I am back.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts this evening?
Yeah, I mean, it's what Coach Lebarski said. We're kind of sounding like a broken record right now. It's been the same thing over a 4-week stretch, and this is an 8-game schedule. We're halfway through this thing, right? So we've really just got to, as you understand, make people know the game and find people who can play aggressively. And to some people, maybe to the casual fan, that might be simple, but it's not, especially when you're in a long-term sport, goes on for a long time, got to stay aggressive throughout the entire way. Scoring in what a lot of people might consider garbage time on a bunch of reserves is not going to help you win games. It's cool to pad the stats a little bit, but besides that, they need to get some scoring in the opening quarters. That's a big deal. That's something that they've got to be able to begin to accomplish here. And the vast majority of their scoring has been in the 4th quarter, when it's been beyond a winning chance. So, but Roseau 1-3 now. This is it's a possibility. The possibility's there. Not every team on the schedule is going to be Pelican Rapids or Park Rapids or these teams that are trying to get to the Barnesville echelon level. So it's possible. And there's still time, but you can tell in the way Coach Lebarski's talking, in his language, he's a little frustrated they haven't gotten there yet. But we still got 4 games left in this season, and maybe we can turn it around a little bit.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 4 weeks, right? I mean, it's a month. We'll see what the Pirates come out with again. They're on the road next week up in Roseau. A good long road trip for us, about 2.5 hours away, headed up north of here. But should be a fun one next week, no less. Anyway, final score here tonight, Pirates are defeated by Pelican Rapids by a score of 59-12. They'll drop to 0-4 on the year, and again, they will face Roseau next Friday evening here on KROX. For Chris Fee, Gabe Bishop, Blake Fee running the camera, my name is Zach Thomas. We're going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. This has been Pirate Football on KROX. We'll see you next week.